friends and lovers, once again to Five Sided Die. We're here on a Saturday.
New day.
Hanging out. New day. New year. New stream. Same stream.
Same year.
We're hoping to get some more
the
people.
same year as it was the last sesh. But
on Saturdays.
yeah, we're hanging out on a Saturday. We might keep it on a Saturday. So how about that? Elena,
How about that?
take us away.
Okay. What do I say?
Just a
You
few
just do it
short
like
things.
this. Hi, everyone out there.
Hi, everyone out there.
If you like what
If you like what you see, we have an
Acknowledge.
OnlyFans.
No!
Subscribe if you want to. Pay us money, because it would be really nice of you to do that. Or just follow us, because at 200 followers, we're going to do a friggin' giveaway.
Should we open up a Patreon?
Should we open up a
Sound
Patreon?
off in the chat.
Get some new gear.
And also, watch this. And then watch it again on YouTube and subscribe there, because there's like, what, friggin' 55 episodes or something? There's a bunch of
There's a
episodes.
bunch.
This is the 55th.
55.
You know how much content
this
that
is?
is? That's a lot of content.
That's a year and a half worth of content.
Yes, Queen.
So, watch our weight loss journeys.
Charlie's our weight loss journey.
I mean,
Hi, Pops.
Hi, Pops.
hi, Pops.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
watch the middle.
Pops
I have
said
the whole
he didn't
loading
know about the
family.
Saturday switch.
I think
He know-
I think
he's-
he gets
You got-
notified.
You got the
He's one of those-
notification.
Okay, well,
That's
that's all.
what I did
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's it. That's good.
Thanks, bye.
Lovely.
Thank you, I always am.
All right, guys, let's do a little recap. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Please.
Recap.
Awesome.
me, Daddy.
Yeah. It's been a little bit, huh? It's been about a month, so
King,
let's
Queen Daddy.
recap it.
Queen Daddy.
All right, guys.
Fran.
Last time, guys, the tellers were all together. You guys journeyed to the kingdom of Kavaria, the actual kingdom of the entire country.
The actual kingdom.
Yeah,
of
the real
entire
kingdom.
Country.
Right smack dab in the middle
It's
of
like
the
Texas
continent.
in America.
Well, right smack dab in the middle.
Kansas in America.
Like it's the Kansas of America in Kavaria.
Giant castle.
There it is. See, look at that map. Lovely. You guys entered in, spoke to a familiar lieutenant to Leaf, Lieutenant Bartholomew, who did not recognize you, thankfully, because of your very clever masks that you were wearing. Gave you your parchment and your tickets to attend Upsilas's Grave Day Ball, the masquerade, in the kingdom itself. You guys journeyed a little bit inward into the market district, checked out some fruit. Nyx attempted and is still attempting. What in the hell was that?
Shifting.
There's some
Shifting
shifting
going on.
happening
Me when
to make a brand
Me when I go to
new,
Harry Potter world.
Me when I'm driving, especially.
a brand new
Not as good
fruit.
as mine.
The common.
A
The
clement.
Clement! No, because it was destroyed in the battle.
It probably was because it never got buried.
Yeah, never got buried.
I don't know what we're talking about.
You guys were making fruit and talking about fruit, River and Nyx. Wow.
We were doing something else.
You're
Leaf
having
and
a nice
Mort went and had a little
chat.
bit of a little heart to heart.
Oh, yeah.
Talked a little bit about your experience, your encounter with River, where you asked them to join you, not just as a compatriot, a friend, an adventuring party member, but as a date, as
a lover, a friend,
a partner.
family friend, and lover.
Yes, as all three of those bundled into one in the title, accompanying partner. Mate. You didn't call it that, but you guys talked about it. Like, what's going on? You've had some awkwardness since that kiss. And Mort gave you some lovely advice talking about, kind of taking hold of somebody and you'll always have a home there. And then you were able to give Mort some really good advice about his family name. He wanted to kind of know what was it
That's
like.
right.
My
to-
goodness. It was such a
Yeah,
moment.
it was a beautiful moment.
Looking down
I
this
forgot all
table,
about that.
bookending it.
But you wanted to know what was it like to take a new persona, to take a new name and live that life. And but you told him that he could just change his family's name. You wipe the dirt off of that name and make it a name of heroics, a name of all good things. From there, you guys ventured from. Well, you also looked at a few things in the market district. You guys ended up going to the Gilded. I forget the name of the place. Something the Gilded. But you talked to Alara.
The Gilded Emporium.
Yeah, the Gilded Emporium. spoke with Alara. River purchased a beautiful choker, a black gold choker
Oh,
with
yeah, he
some
spent many
moonstone.
dollars on
Yeah, quite
I think
lovely.
it was sexy.
Splurged. It was beautiful.
I think it was sexy.
I think so
It
too.
was.
If I
But
do
then
remember.
you guys headed to the entertainment district to look for a place to stay and to be entertained. And you happened upon, through Leaf's suggestion, it was a place he had gone only once and wanted to go back desperately. But you guys went to the
Cinema Paradise.
Cinema Paradiso. How could I ever forget about the Cinema Paradiso? It was a beautiful, fun, lovely dinner theater and spa and inn and tavern.
What a friggin' place.
It was a place.
It was
yeah.
A
incredible.
theater and a spa.
Theater, spa, tavern, inn, all the things. It looked like a carousel on the outside, and as soon as you guys entered, all of the the costume, the full throttle's hitting.
The full throttle.
Oh my god.
You're good at front coat. You're
What is happening? What is happening?
And now you're tweaking out.
I'm tweaking out.
Oh, we all had. Do we all have energy drinks?
We
Yeah.
did all have some.
I already had one before we
I had
started.
a quarter of one, and this is what happens.
I
Anyway, carrying on, you guys were met with the lovely, the employees of the place. They're very, very in character from the moment you enter. They led you to your safe haven, your little circled booth, and gave you a secret word that you could say that would keep you safe from the flying pirates.
The flying parrots.
The flying pirates. You guys enjoyed some delicious drinks. A Cosmo, I think, was had. The Sealing of the Beast drink.
I love Cosmos.
All kinds of fun things. Some good, some good specials. Enjoyed the show.
Mama.
And then you guys spent the next 2 days there at the Cinema Paradiso, and had some spa treatments, some blood
Sounds
leeching
amazing.
treatments.
Oh, yeah, the leeches?
Yeah,
We
Mort,
still got those.
Mort kept the leeches in a jar.
I'm really excited about it.
It was lovely. You guys then got all your costumes together. You were able to, on the morning of Silas's Grave Day Masquerade, get prepared and make your trek to the castle. You entered as you were called. Your adventuring name, the Tellers. Your theme was adventure. Everyone
Really
applauded you.
original.
You danced. You enjoyed the ceremonies. Nix did a little bit of excursions, trying to get into the
Yeah, I
castle,
wanted-
which was very well
If I
guarded.
would have got a freaking D20, I could have maybe done it. So
If you would have gotten a natural 20,
yeah.
maybe you would have, but you did not.
I'm glad that
Unfortunately,
you weren't able to.
didn't.
it was a very high DC. It's well guarded, so you felt mostly safe, because you know how well guarded it is, and it was indeed.
Well,
You
they didn't
danced?
think about the dirt, did
I
they?
didn't think about it up underneath. But you guys enjoyed the dancing, the food, the beverages that you were all consuming. Mortimer slathering himself throughout the night with his
Yeah, you were just
nightshade.
Nightshade ball
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
from
getting
Ginger Gnome.
getting ready to
Ginger Gnome's nightshade.
getting ready to bury yourself alive in the Miskatonic tradition, or the Mort tradition.
Yeah,
The
just
Decadeer
The
tradition.
Decadeer tradition. But suddenly, as the wonderful, the most, I think, eager to behold moment of the night, the sealing of the beasts. Sadly, Sir Robin Diddle was not there. You guys found out, was not able to play one of Jude's favorite bards.
Who?
I mean, Leaf's favorite bards.
I was like Sir Robin Diddle.
Mr. Diddle.
Write him down.
He unfortunately was not there, but there was a wonderful band that was playing. Not quite as good as Sir Robin Diddle, but did a great job. The spectacular event that took place, the costuming, the players that were dressed as these terrible beasts, but it was also beautiful. As that concluded, you felt the earthquake, the rumble, the drumming sound, as the earth beneath you exploded into a dirty, stony mound, and out sprung forth
Someone
The giant.
Someone hatsed us.
albino worm. What's that?
Someone hats us.
Hats
that
does.
would probably be
We haven't been
fucking
hats
Tommy.
since
I don't have a hat.
I don't have a hat, Tommy. So.
I think I just take
Actually,
mine
you know
off
what you
and
have?
Do something there.
This is just my 14th month sub-anniversary, and you guys aren't gonna put any fucking hats on.
No, we're not.
Is
You
it
know how
okay
good
if
my
I
hair
take my
looks?
hat off during Hats Off Day?
Yeah.
You think
Well, I mean,
that's...
it's hats off.
All right, I hats on. Thank you so much. And then
Fedora. I'm not doing
There's hats over here, this cowboy hat.
give me that. Oh,
yeah, there's all the hats.
Give me the. I don't want that.
No!
That one.
That one was real nice that
I
I
don't
just
want that.
tossed. Which one?
I want Panic at the Disco.
Alright. Yeah, please describe it to
Oh,
me.
I have a hat to Brandon. I forgot it.
Oh, anyway.
You guys fought this giant worm almost to death. Literally, 2 of you swallowed. Nyx laid
I was really
unconscious
passing
as
away.
River left only with your daggers and a spiritual weapon. Was able to attack and finally take down this great writhing worm whose disgusting and toothy maw outsprung these 2 that were inside of it as you guys crawled out, assessed the situation. Mort ran to Nyx, was able to bring you back up so you didn't have to roll any death throws. At that moment, a secret door from underneath the dais comes running Amabel, Prince Abraham's sister, as she screams, "Abraham!" And that is where we left off. And where
So
we resume.
what am I doing? I'm like crawling through the.
No, you were. I ran
Yours-
into your arms. I was holding you.
We are out of the flesh
Yeah, you were out of
and
it.
viscera
I
of the...
You are indeed.
I went running.
You're
and-
okay with all this slime?
That's not
River didn't care in the moment. I didn't care. I just came running and jumped into your arms. And
How
you held me.
slimy are both Leaf
cow.
and...
We're
Mort?
slimy.
We're slimy?
You're slimed.
Alright. We shared
I
the
was striking
saliva
it.
of the great pale worm.
Yeah, we did.
You shared in the
went through that
saliva of the
together.
great pale worm. So.
Just remember that. We're Eskimo brothers.
We shared
We shared in the saliva of the great pale worm of Osiris.
You
That was
now,
my nickname
as
in
you're
high school.
embracing, what in the sandhill? You're embracing Leaf. Leaf, you look up to the screams of your 17-year-old sister, being held back by several royal guards.
And I'm embracing River.
Yeah, and you just hear that name. You hear your name called out to you.
Okay, I'm not going to do that, Tommy. Tommy wants me to decapitate my sister. I'll just say that.
Wouldn't that be a turn?
Like she can't know.
I'm going to, with River, turn and look at her. And I'm going to place River.
Place me down.
And the royal guards then looking at you, astonished, put your sister down as she just stands for a moment and then runs to you.
And then I'll scoop her up into my arms too.
Scoop.
And she
hug
just
her
is sobbing.
into the slime from the
Yes,
great pale
she doesn't care.
None of us care.
See, I think that if it was Jude, I'd be like, I'll hug you when you.
I might do that too. If I'm honest.
I'll just hold her tight and whisper.
What are you doing here?
Well, I came for. Well, I came for the masquerade. I wouldn't miss it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It's all right.
And she kind of just backs away from you for a second, just looks right into your eyes. Tell me.
Well, I thought maybe it was time to come back.
What do you mean, come back?
Well, I've been, traveling for a bit now. So,
Traveling.
but it's all right though
Traveling.
because I'm alive and everyone can be happy.
Did you have a
about
nice
that.
vacation then?
No, not really.
So you're traveling. That's what you've been.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Does she have an accent?
She is.
I'm sorry.
Does she have an accent?
Yeah.
I might not. I'm not doing
Yeah, she does.
we over
I
here.
don't know.
She
Maybe I
has it.
just wasn't hearing things ever at all.
It's all
How
right.
close are we to this?
You're there. You're right
family?
up in like Leaf's.
Yeah, we just got spat
business.
out together.
Yeah.
I
And she ran up to him.
I was pretty far away.
Yeah, I'm the one that's like right.
Well, and then I walked
next.
up to you
Yeah.
and touched you for a heel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
all right, we're probably together.
All
We're
together.
further
Yeah.
away, yeah.
You'd be all together.
Well, no, we're further away because he came up to me.
Yeah, they were like across the room.
You
I
guys
went running.
were.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Right.
And
I'm next to Lee.
No, it's good to know, like in the vicinity of where you guys would be.
Who's that? Where?
I'm sorry. I know that you're angry, and I expected you all to be angry, and I'm prepared to deal with that and take that from
She
you.
just hauls off and punches you in the gut.
It doesn't hurt as bad as she thinks it's going to. I think I deserve that. I'm sorry. Where are mother and father?
She just turns from you and starts walking.
I don't think that she was being very fair to you.
I think that she has the right to be upset.
And you know where she's going. You know, like where the royal family would have exited, underneath the like the stage area, or where you guys are raised up.
Do you want me to come with
the
you?
Groven stage.
I think that everyone should come.
The Great Grove.
Come on, you guys.
What?
How are you feeling, Nix?
And you see your sister like turn around, like, "Are you coming?"
Come on.
I'm gonna like slug my way behind.
I think
5
There's
hit
like a
points, slimy, just like
There's a
slug
trail.
going around. Yeah.
Passed
I'm
out.
at your side.
No, my nose is running.
You guys are going to. There's sort of like this great circular room. It's not huge, but it's a pretty good size, and it's pretty fortified here. This is where you would go in case of any sort of emergency to the royal family. And you see your father, King Albin,
Oh no.
your mother, Queen Mirabelle. Several of the captains are there. Cedric and the Lieutenant Bartholomew is his second in command, is there, and some other people you don't quite recognize, but you know who they are and what they do. I mean, you see them, and as your sister's sort of walking in front of you, she just looks to her mother and is like, "He's home,"
This is so
and
awkward.
she goes and sits down. And your mother runs to you.
I'll like just let her hug me
Yeah.
because I know that she's
And she's
probably
just like
dying.
feeling, your whole body. You're safe. You're alive.
What's the matter with you?
Feeling your whole body.
Is River just laughing?
No, River is not. I am.
Checking to see if you're, like a
You're
mother.
not a mother.
would-
You
I have
wouldn't
to
understand.
River is
just looking
standing
at
there
your hands,
awkwardly.
like just grabbing,
Just like,
moving your
No.
your jaw from side to side.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm here.
Who took you? Tell us. Sit. And she starts giving orders to people, and she's bringing things in. She's got a blanket wrapped around you.
Are you in shock?
A little.
Tell us who did this.
I left.
What do you mean you left?
I left.
No.
Yes.
No,
I
you
did.
did not leave.
I did. I left.
Abraham.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Why?
I don't know exactly. I didn't want. I didn't. I do know. I do. Please let me. I can get it out. I didn't feel like I was in control of my life, and I wanted to feel in control, and so I didn't think that I could do that here, and I made a brash decision, and I grabbed as much as I could, and I just left. And I'm sorry, because I know that I've caused you, all of you, a lot of pain.
Did you not feel happy here?
I don't think that I did, if I could be honest. I didn't really think of it that way, but... Sorry, Mum.
Did I do something to make you unhappy?
Mm-mm. No,
I would give you anything, only tell me,
I know.
and it can be done.
I needed to have my own... I needed to live my life. That's all.
You wanted an adventure? I could provide you that.
No, it had to be on my own terms.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
I just panicked. That's all. It was a brash decision, and and then it got weird because if I came back, then it was, But now I had to come back. Wasn't going to never come back.
Okay, well, we can get through this. We can...
These are my friends.
Hi.
So you're part of the tellers.
Yes, I am.
You've heard of us.
You've heard of us?
Of course, I've heard of you.
That's crazy. Just queen.
I know of what happens in the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard.
You heard tell of us?
You were invited
We
to the
were
masquerade
invited.
ball.
That's true. But I didn't know if you knew the guests. Were you just what I mean? Would you actually
It
have?
was my husband, the king, who requested the tellers come. And this whole time, your father's very stoic, not saying a word.
I just can't wrap my head around this.
I'm River.
This is
Pleased to meet you.
Mort.
What?
And this is my friend Mort and Nix. They're
Did you
very.
already know Leaf?
My real name is Bram. And this is River.
The
Nice
River
to meet you.
Nix.
And Mort and Nix, they're my friends, and River is well, I don't know what River is, but it's okay because we are allowed to figure that out.
Of course you are. And then you see your father sort of shift in his chair. That will be enough.
You.
So
I'd
did
like
you?
to speak to my son,
Oh,
Okay.
should we go?
please.
Can we discuss the great?
No.
There was a big worm in your.
Okay.
I would like you to leave, please.
Okay, yeah, we'll discuss it.
Okay, we'll talk later. I also have an idea for a fruit that might interest you.
Not now.
What about what Bram wants?
Bram will speak.
Bram
The king.
is an adult and he can decide if he wants his friends to be in the room with him.
I think it's okay. I think my parents deserve to speak to me.
Okay, are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I've left before and I can leave again. So. All right.
My dear, will you please escort them? I need to speak with Bram alone.
Oh Christ!
And Amabel is just like, I'm staying. And he just looks at her. And she walks off with the group of the queen and the three of the remaining tellers. You guys.
You got this, Leaf. I give him a thumbs up.
Leaf.
That's what I've been going by. Because I couldn't very well go by Abraham and look like Abraham. at the same time. So I dyed my hair at first dark brown, and I was going by Leaf Oakbridge, funnily enough. You know Oakbridge from Oakwood?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then we went to Oakwood, and Mr. Oakbridge didn't know who I was. So that was...
You just went there and thought, oh, I'll just pretend to be the father of someone and they'll never know.
Yeah, I didn't know we were actually going to speak to Oakwood. I thought it was a bigger deal and didn't really speak to the commoners, but that was because I don't really know how that
anything
works.
about him
Yes.
or the world.
Well, that was kind of the point of leaving. I'm sorry.
Did you think I didn't know?
I didn't know if you knew or not. About what? About me leaving?
Yes, about you leaving.
I don't really think about it.
I knew you left. I have people who can figure that out pretty quickly.
Okay. I wasn't trying to fool you.
Your mother and your sister didn't know.
I've gathered that.
So you felt like you were, chained? Made to do something that you didn't want to do? Didn't feel like doing your chores?
No, it's a bit more than that.
I didn't want to sweep anymore.
I felt like my whole life I had just done whatever everyone else wanted me to do.
Mm.
And I didn't like that.
Mm-hmm. What do you think my life was like?
I think that your life was very similar. And I think that that wasn't fair to you either. So,
How do you feel now?
I feel pretty bad. I feel good. A little bit. I feel like I've grown. I've got an extra point in my wisdom score. And, I've seen a lot of things. I've experienced a lot of things that I wouldn't have been able to experience.
You feel that will help you as a strategist?
I guess. Maybe I don't know.
So when are you going to get back to it?
Well, look, I mean, I'm part of the tellers, and they can't really do it without me. What they're doing, what we're doing, and so I don't want to start something and not finish it.
When does that finish?
I don't know. Well, we've got a whole list of things that we have to do.
Sounds like a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah.
That is not what is required of a prince.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know.
Well, I didn't ask to be a prince, did I?
Of course you didn't ask for it. It's not something people ask for. It's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to.
Right.
Because they need you.
Well, I think that I've been doing a lot more than just if I was just sitting in the kingdom. I've defeated a lot of really important people and gotten a lot of things checked off the list of the things that we needed to do. And I'm not the person that makes the the plans. I just kind of go where So I'm not a very good strategist. I'll be honest. I've never been a good strategist, and I don't think that we should sit here and pretend that I was ever good at what you were trying to get me to be.
But you've always been a skilled fighter.
I am a skilled fighter, and I've been doing very well at that, I think.
That's wonderful for the crown.
Okay.
If we need to rewrite exactly what it is that you will do, we can do that. But you
Well-
need to be here,
Well, I don't think I want to be.
Abraham.
I just, like I said, I can't just not follow through with what I started.
But you did. You did.
Not really. There's still a lot to do.
No, you did here in the kingdom. Do you know what the most upsetting thing about this has been for me? I can't trust you.
I understand.
There's nothing that you could say that could make me trust you.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I don't want to. I would love for you to tell me exactly what I'd like to hear. But you stole away in the night, did not tell anyone, and allowed so many people to believe that you were harmed, stolen, dead.
Everybody just made those stories up. I just left. I didn't tell anybody that.
And what would we have told them? There's a reason I allowed your family to believe that that's exactly what had happened. Because what do I tell the kingdom? My son ran away.
Well, I guess that doesn't sound very good.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel very good either.
Well, I feel like this adventure that I've had has been good for the future, even if you can't trust me.
That's something that will need to be earned.
Well, I think that I can do that. But I don't want to do that here.
What does that mean?
It means that I have, we're adventurers, the tellers. And I have things that I have set out to do, and to quit them would be the biggest regret of my life, I think. So I'm not going to do that. And I would like your blessing in that, but if you don't want to give it to me, I'm probably still going to do it. And I'm sorry to say that.
I am just glad to hear what it is you actually think and feel. But I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't. What does that mean for the kingdom?
Well, I think that, I don't know. I think maybe we could tell the kingdom that I, am fighting for a cause. Because that's what I'm doing. I don't think it's very, it's not a bad thing. I didn't expect to be doing this, but it's just kind of what happened. Maybe it was always meant to happen.
I think what's meant to happen has always been what has happened.
Okay.
How does that make sense for me, for you?
I don't know.
You were to lead many an army.
But how was I supposed to know how to lead an army if I had never had any experience, like real experience?
That comes in time. We've lived in a time of peace, and that's a good thing. But you were doing so well.
That's not how it seemed like you felt before I left.
I don't... Abraham, I don't always tell you what maybe you need to hear. But I tell you what has to be done. Because it's required of us.
Okay, so what has to be done now?
I think you need to rethink what you mean by adventuring party. We are in a time of war now.
Mm-hmm.
And this kingdom needs you.
I think that's true.
And
think
if
we
I
can
were
agree
to
on
fall in battle, you would be king.
that. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be king.
But you will be. Bram, you will be king.
I know that, but that doesn't mean that I want to be. And I thought that I was doing well when I ran away, if we want to call it that. It sounds a little bit juvenile, but
It does. It does.
when I first left in the middle of the night without telling anyone, I didn't know why. I just kind of panicked and acted on impulse. But then the more that I went around and I saw the whole continent, I saw people of all walks of life and understood the people that I was supposed to be serving. And I don't necessarily fully understand, but I'm learning. But it became clear to me that I want to protect this kingdom in the best way that I know how, and I think that I'm good at what I've been doing these last few months.
That's invaluable. I think that's what the kingdom needs.
Okay.
You have insight that many a ruler has not.
That's true. I'm glad we agree. So, maybe the tellers and the kingdom can work together.
I think that is a wonderful idea. But I need to know that you will not leave again when the time calls for it. Your mother does not want to reign. She's made that absolutely clear, that it would always go to you.
I think that as long as I feel like I am in control of my own life, I have no reason to leave.
But you won't always have complete control.
But I want to be able to make my own decisions. Even, I don't think that I'd make a decision against the kingdom, but it has to be my decision to make, not because I was told to make it.
What are you speaking? Raspberry jam or blueberry jam?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, well, first of all, I don't want to get married to Meloria Ashdown. I don't know her.
We overheard that.
We do have our glass.
No, we're not. We're absolutely not. We're talking with the
No, for
queen.
some reason we just cut that one.
River is making friends with his.
I don't
with
know
their
who I
friend.
want to marry, but
Their
I
fusion.
don't want to marry her. I
Well,
don't
that
know
has
her.
been an absolute disaster.
And yeah, I don't think it's a good idea now.
You've returned. She will be made well aware that you have returned.
Amanda well aware.
Well, I mean, there's nothing against her. I'm sure she's lovely. I just don't know her.
Oh, God. Brown,
And I know that you and Mum didn't know each other before you got married, but you had a connection when you met. She's very pretty.
your mother or Meloria?
Both. But I don't want to be in a relationship with either of them, so.
What? you say that?
It's because of
Maybe there's history with the crown. You know?
Well, I guess it is
Your
inbreeding.
mother and I, you may or may not know this, had met.
No.
It's not well known.
Well, that makes sense.
I don't want to force you. You never said anything.
I didn't think I was allowed to.
You can always speak your mind. There's no rule against that.
I just didn't feel that way. I felt like if I spoke up, then I was already, a disappointment. So
So running away, then that's much better.
I didn't run away. I just didn't want to get married. And it was the next day. And what was I supposed to say? I don't want to do this. The next day,
No, you should have told me months before.
That's true. But maybe I didn't really realize that. I just was kind of going through the motions, and then it was the day before, and I said, oh, this is not what I want to do. I know that I've disappointed you again, and I'm sorry.
It's not again. You never disappointed me
No,
until this. This was definitely very, very, very disappointing.
I can understand that. I felt like I've been a disappointment to you my entire life.
But you haven't. You haven't. Are you the intellectual strategist that we all had hoped?
Are you a dumb bitch?
Many, I think you and I are well aware that your sister inherited most of the intelligence of the family.
Jesus Christ.
It's nothing to be ashamed of. Your mother is much smarter than I am. But I make up for it and
Bad.
like sword fighting.
The size of his penis.
Yeah, his sword fighting.
Stop!
But you were very bright in that way.
I think that I have my, things that I'm good at. People like me. I think I'd be a very
Sexy.
liked king. But people don't ever, before I went out and I was somebody, just a random person, nobody ever spoke to me as if I was a real person. And that's not fair.
I understand.
I know that you know how I feel. And I didn't want to feel that way anymore.
Bram, I'm having a hard time with all of this.
I know that you are. I don't expect you to understand.
I understand. I just don't understand.
It's just that I think that you were okay with accepting all of that, and I just wasn't.
Well, now we know.
But there was a worm outside that swallowed me whole.
I think we're just like poking at it.
Really?
And we defeated it. The four of us alone. I don't know why Bartholomew was in here and all the captains. Nobody came to help us. But
Because you were the adventuring group that was most well equipped for this, and my gods protect the kingdom, and that's exactly what they did.
well, we also protected the kingdom by
You did.
defeating the worm,
Giant worm.
the great pale worm.
You did, and that was quite a feat. And there's a lot of questions that come with that. Would you do me a favor?
Depends on what it is. Guess I would do a favor. What?
Don't tell your mother and your sister that I knew.
Okay.
Yet.
Maybe that's your conversation to have and not mine.
It will be.
And I think Mom will be mad at you. So we kind of did the same thing because I knew I was alive and so did
Well, no.
you. I think it's very similar actually.
It's not. I didn't leave. It's not the same thing.
I think that you'd like my friends.
Bram, whether I like them or not, sure, I might.
It matters to me though.
Okay. then it matters to me.
River did not make a good person.
No.
But I'm sorry about River and the way that they are. Before you even meet them.
I almost had them thrown out, but I held my tongue because
The way that would have gone.
if you ever talk to a king like that, and like
Real, yeah. River doesn't care.
That's just Leaf's dad.
Yeah, River's like, who are you?
I'm glad that you didn't throw them
Respect
out.
is earned, River said.
should we? Your sister's going to be very, 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 very upset with you.
She already punched me.
Oh, good. Good, good.
Okay.
Should we?
I think so.
Let's go. You guys have been taken into a side room and been speaking to mostly Mirabelle. Amabelle's been pretty closed off, sort of just dart like from each of you, like just giving you guys eyes, not saying much, arms crossed.
River's definitely like challenging.
I will apologize for my slug. Like,
My song, like,
And Mirabelle is definitely like trying to calm the situation down between, she's looking at her daughter and the three of you. So, that you fought the
yeah.
beast.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was-
it's dead. It's pretty dead. We almost died too, actually. So, you're welcome for that.
I counted
Thank
rows
you.
on rows of teeth on that thing.
Oh, that's very scary and harrowing.
Never happened right here on the kingdom grounds before.
Never. No, not in my time. Are you hungry?
Never.
I think I'm good.
I think I need maybe a bath and rest. I'm a little sweaty from all the fighting of the giant worm that we just did.
So the three of you've been traveling with my son.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. He's my best friend in the whole world, besides River and besides Mort.
Yeah.
It's
My
a
least
little-
favorite out of the three.
We're all equally friends with each other.
We all have our own thing going on. Yeah?
How did you find him?
He found me actually.
He was
I met him first.
he was doing a magic show in the square.
No, he wasn't, Nix.
He was not doing magic. He was reading a book.
I thought it might be more exciting if she come.
No, just please. I would very much like to
We
hear
met
the
in
real.
Culver's Cove, Bram and I. I was running from something and he was running from something. And
Emotionally speaking.
we became friends. Then we met them about a month later.
Yeah, I left with my frogs and they're still there. They're okay, as far as I know.
Oh, that's good.
But
I stumbled out of an abyssal maw in the forest, right into another.
Yeah, I can't. They've got some interesting stories to tell.
No big deal.
You have a kind of a thing of being swallowed.
Swallow. I
gobble me, swallow me. Hard down the
get
side
a
of me.
tooth off of that worm. I'm gonna wear it as a symbol. I'm always half
That
in
can
the
be
jaws.
I just knew.
Certainly.
Well, how long ago was that we all started?
like 6-7 months.
No, but Bram and I have known each other for about 10 months now. And
Was it 8 months?
so us for about 9, 9? I don't know. Something around that.
In that
Was he,
time,
was he sad then when you met him?
No. Excited.
Happy.
Oh,
Happy-go-lucky guy, I'd say. He was pretty funny. His magic was really impressive.
and you can see Amabel now just like sort of kicking the table that you guys are all
I
sitting
don't
at.
really think it has anything against you or his family. I just think that he was feeling trapped.
Oh,
And I don't think that that's your fault. Maybe a little bit. Sorry.
some cultures have it kind of baked into the system, like Nick's here, where they go out on their adventures as part of a learning regimen.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, actually. But then I kind of turned into a world-saving adventure on the way. Pretty crazy. But yeah, it's really good for our development.
Okay. Well,
Maybe you should think about that with your next kid.
I thought if anyone would foster that in him, it would be myself. If he'd only told me. I, much to the king's dismay, have gone on many adventures on my own.
Like on a horse?
Sometimes, yes.
Like with sword and magic?
Yes,
You have a sword?
I
I
do.
think,
Wow.
if I'm being honest, and forgive me, I don't think it was so much about going on an adventure. I think it was more the arranged marriage, being forced to make decisions that he didn't want to have made for him. In that regard.
I almost had to marry somebody once.
He always had. He never had to marry Meloria if he didn't want to, and he said he was fine with that choice. That it made sense. He never told me he didn't want to marry her.
Maybe there was a reason for that.
I'm sure that there was, but I don't want you to get it mistaken. He was never forced.
I don't believe he was. But I think that he had to do what he had to do.
He had to find himself. You know, Leaf, Bram, your son, helped slay a chimera, a gelatinous beast.
A glutton.
A what?
It's just some. It's called it. We call it the glutton. It's just some like creature that just always eats.
Where did you see that creature?
In the Limfell Forest.
See how his arm's not on his body?
Limfell.
That's why.
Why were you there?
We were all there to investigate, but Leaf did not have to be there. This was part of my story that he chose to
kind of
come
my
along with.
backstory.
I mean, but like, he helped me settle something.
Yeah, we settled each other's debts and each other's pains and sufferings.
He would not rest when I was kidnapped. Took day and night, didn't sleep, didn't eat. When the Redwood Cove was in trouble, he sacrificed everything to get us there to save it.
You heard about the goblin army and their engines of war, and they shoot these giant, monstrous cannonballs into the air, and then
Yes.
somehow they explode and goblins come out of it. Well, Leaf helped kill that whole island, pretty much. Burned
Yeah,
all the
burned to a sizzle.
traditions, Killed the goblin queen.
Sweet Peter. Sweet car burned to his book. So that queen that you probably heard about at least once, she's not a problem anymore. You're welcome.
This was all done in under a year's time. He has done amazing things.
I think a lot more than you would even understand. Grasp.
He invented a knot. His own
The
knot.
leaf knot, he's made up some
Don't forget about the corn dog.
Corn dog and the word cool. I will say he's also probably bad at game planning from a strategic point.
He's
of
a little
view,
bit bad
pretty
at-
far away.
You know
Like
what
up,
though?
like a king would, maybe not that.
But here's the thing. I think that's kind of my shtick a little bit. Is the game planning.
Well, that's the thing. That's why we work so well together, and we need him there because he might get eaten, but he'll make it out of that stomach. I'll tell you what.
You can't teach 6'5" and chiseled like a rock.
You can't teach
Can't
beauty,
teach that.
and clearly you've done
I'm
a great
sorry
job.
for making a terrible first impression.
I think it's pretty good.
I think
That's
I'm
kind
making
of,
a terrible
River's
first
thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that's
I appreciate the stories and the. I just wanted him to be okay. That's really it.
He's okay.
He has helped many townsfolk, many Kavarians.
At least 12.
12, at least.
Then we've helped him.
At least 12 times.
At this point, you and your father walk into the room, and your sister shoots you a look. You told them that you invented cool.
Leaf.
How can we ever trust Leaf ever again?
Listen,
after this.
Belly, I did invent cool, and you
No.
could try to claim that
I
as many
said
times
it, and
as
then
you
you
want.
said it, and then I said no. I just said that.
I think we're gonna have to disagree on that.
This sounds like gaslighting to me. Just like Mercedes Rex and the Gaslighter, Volume 47. Thank you.
The gaslighter.
No one's a self-help book.
There might be an issue 47 already.
I like saying the same number.
You didn't invent cool.
I did invent cool.
Did you even
I was the
invent-
first one to say cool.
Did you even invent the
I
corn
s-
dog?
I did invent the corn dog.
Did you
I know
invent
nothing of a corn dog.
the 5?
No.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. If he invented all the gods, like that would be bonkers.
I'll get my diary.
What did you write in there? I invented the word cool today,
And
and
then-
Bram decided that he invented it. But I wrote
Yes,
in my
because-
diary, I wrote,
No, you went straight to Vast, and then you said I made up, and I had to go and say no, he didn't.
Who's Vast?
Vast.
this
is-
old man that lives in a library.
He's wonderful.
He's
He's the keeper of knowledge.
Library.
Keeper of knowledge.
Oh, Mort, that's right up your alley.
I like this guy. I'll go visit Vast.
Vast?
Did you not write your own diary entries?
I
You
have a
had
diary.
an
You
old-
see that I have
You
a diary.
had an old man write a diary for you?
No, he didn't write it for me. I wrote it myself.
And I have the whole. I said cool. I wrote it in my diary because it was that same night that you said it to Vass, and I said no, that's the word I made up earlier, and it was in my diary. I wrote all about it.
I like her.
Does Vast know who made up cool?
Well, he thinks that I did because it's
Well,
the truth.
No,
Believe
because he heard
women.
it first from you. But I had said it earlier in the garden.
If you want to say that you invented cool, you can have it. I don't care that much.
I don't even need you to tell me that because I did invent it.
Okay, well, I guess that we're on the same
I
page
don't
then.
need you to tell me what I already know.
There's no
Can
winning
we
with her.
discuss the titans that are coming out of the ground?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that is a thing.
Why?
So you saw that, right?
Yes, I saw that.
This is your first time
The
ever
king.
seeing
The
that,
king.
right?
This is the
Oh,
first
that's the king.
time in my lifetime of seeing that. Yes.
So, okay, so that was the first one.
So what,
Right.
what are all of the ones so that I can write it down in my diary that I keep by myself, that I write on my own?
I believe you. I believe you, Brad.
You draw in it
Okay.
loosely.
There
I
are
draw on
5 known creations of Osiris
Okay.
that he sealed away.
And what are they?
You should know them all.
I'd forgotten.
Albino worm that lies right there.
What is it called though?
albino worm.
The albino worm. Is that what it's called?
That is, yes, the albino
I
worm.
received it. I believe
It is
I
the
received
great
a text
albino worm.
message saying that
Yes,
it's
it is the great albino worm.
A text message.
A send, which I will send to Toby. We have to send Toby something later. See where he's at.
See if he's alive.
The great albino worm. There is
The Baylor.
the Baylor.
I think
Who's
I
like
wrote
a
these down.
fiendish pit boss type, right? There is one with many eyes that beholds you.
The Beholder.
Um,
I know him.
there are twin ancient dragons.
The Twin Red.
The Twancients.
Was that 4? And there's
Dragons.
the 5th
The
one.
Tarask.
Is a Tarask.
Wait a minute, does that mean there's gonna be a Tarrasque that's gonna pop out of the ground or something?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. That would be disastrous. But this is the thing. So now we've got this, and Wylith, and the Goblin Army, and Savina Prayback.
Savina,
and
speaking
the Witches
of
Covenant.
which-
We got all five. We need to
The
get five
witches
together.
And
We only have two.
just about everything else, right? So
The glutton,
The glutton, yes.
he's gone.
Savina Prayback.
Yeah, so
Yes.
maybe explain.
We know that there was, something that happened that you know about.
I think she
Mother.
more than knows. I think she was involved entirely.
Whether or not she was involved doesn't matter. What matters is
I just want to know.
Savina Prayback is probably back, at large. And that, whether that has anything to do with you is neither here nor there.
And Charlene.
We've heard about her, but not sure.
Who's Charlene?
Savina's daughter.
Oh, her daughter.
Who's like
But she also had
Big
another
monstrous
daughter.
baby.
Or another son.
But she has another name. You guys have heard another name of her. You've heard Charlene, I think, way
Sven
back.
Mold.
No, it's
I'm picturing a giant monster baby.
It is
You
a
lie
monster
to us.
baby.
You lie to us.
Where she like turns more evil and monstrous every all the time she's alive.
Yeah, you'd heard from Odessa and some other folks from Kovan about Hera.
Hera.
Hera. So, that's what we've got on our plate currently. But you know what? At least Yukara's not in the picture anymore.
We got rid of her.
We have much to discuss, clearly. It is well into the late hours. I think you all need rest
Maybe.
from the looks of it. You'll stay here. And we will plan from there. Does that sound good,
Yeah.
Yes.
Bram?
That sounds fine.
Let's sleep on it.
I get to sleep in my bed.
Of
I can't
course.
wait to see your
Go
room.
to the workout room.
It's a home office. Of all the space in the mansion.
It's been kept just as you left it.
I would hope so.
tidier.
No, I'm pretty tidy.
No, you're not.
Stop it.
Do you remember the bag of mold you had when we first saw each other?
I think that was
Yeah, I had to throw it
vastly...
away, and then
That
he got mad at
sounds
me
like-
for keeping the bag of, for not
That's
keeping
not
his.
very tidy.
I know.
So they know.
Yelled at me for throwing away the bag of mold.
Bag of mold.
A bag of molding.
And you threw it away.
Oh, of course
Yes,
I
I had. That was a weekly endeavor. Yes.
did. This is
You had to throw away his mold bags every week?
All the time. Snacks. I'd find
What's
a
wrong with that?
small chest.
Why are
Many,
you
many
hoarding
bags.
It's not like the food is ever going to go anywhere. Why are you hoarding it?
He said he'd got hungry at night and he didn't want to come down the stairs.
You know how many flights of stairs it is to get to the
You could
kitchen
have
from my
rung a
bedroom?
bell.
You have help.
I don't want to bother the help.
So you
then
keep a mold bag?
The food would
Somebody
get moldy,
sick.
and then whatever container it was in was also had to be thrown
Have you got
away.
any baby portraits of Brad?
Oh, so many. Should we do that tonight?
You and I are going to get together.
Oh, okay. We can. Tomorrow.
It's fine,
do
I
it-
was a
we can
cute
do it
child.
tomorrow. Let's get settled then.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry about. I'm going to look at.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about earlier.
Forgiven.
That's big.
Well, it's big that I said sorry, so.
It is.
You
That's
kept-
big too.
A lot of you kept.
I'm sorry I tried to break into your castle during the gala.
You didn't have to
Oh,
tell them
you
that.
did that.
Okay.
I didn't want to take anything. I just wanted to see it. But I think I have a
But
chance
you were
now.
unsuccessful.
Yeah, very much so.
Nobody ever thought that you were going to be successful at that. It's very well guarded. I believed in you.
Thank you, Mort.
I played the fifth. Show me your room.
Okay, it's about a 5 minutes walk this way.
5 minutes. You must carry me then.
Jeez,
I won't be doing that. You have way more hit points than I do.
Sorry, the noises.
I'm gonna send to Toby.
Oh, good idea,
Okay.
good idea, good idea.
Would you like to be near the prince's room then?
Yes.
There are plenty bedrooms.
Do you have a bathtub?
Yes. Many of them.
May I use one?
Anyone you'd wish.
Do you have Fun soaps.
So many.
This is the most true part of Elena in this character. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
All right, good night. Could I have a hug?
He gives her a hug.
Um,
I missed you.
I missed you so much.
I
Your
know.
sister's still not looking at you, though.
I missed you too, Belly. I know what that means. That means that she missed me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does.
You guys head to the bedrooms. Baths are drawn, lovely amenities, all the things you could ever wish for or,
Oh my god.
you know, imagine.
Gold
even.
leaf
Yes.
in my tub.
Huge, huge soaking tubs in almost every bedroom.
Oh yeah. We're in it. We're in it.
All
I'm
right.
taking my little
Toby.
rest.
Titans spewing from the earth. Tellers at kingdom. Awkward.
Awkward.
No, that's it.
All right.
How are you?
Just, I mean, we've been doing this for a couple
Anything
days
you
now,
guys
not
wish
so
to
bad.
discuss before we take our 15-minute fat piss break?
I don't think so, do
I don't
I?
think so.
We could reconvene
Are we
before
walking to the rooms right
you're
now?
walking to the.
I'm in the
I'm leaving
I'm in
a
a
little
tubby.
slide.
You're going to bed.
I'm in a tubby.
Tubby. Okay.
My tubby
Tubby
comes
time.
Alright.
Yeah. Anything for you guys before?
Oh yeah, I guess so. I like your room. It's nice.
It's nice.
Huge.
Tell us what
It's
it looks
huge.
like.
So it's tidier than he would want it to be. And
Tidier?
Tidier, yes. Because he usually kept it in a organized chaos. But you know, it's bigger than any human being would ever need, and big ass bed, like a huge, like bigger than California, a Texas king. Like, and then like with the drapes over top, and then he's got like a little collection of stuffed animals over in the corner that he can't get rid of because he feels bad for them, and a closet full of so many clothes, like a walk-in closet that's bigger than River's entire bedroom, that's just full of all of his clothes, and those are still messy. But yeah, and then he's got like lots of like little like notebooks of like where he has like his drawings kept, and they're all bad. And he doesn't ever get it. Like you can see that like he's like aging, and he never gets any better.
That's so
River
funny.
like runs and like jumps on the bed. I'm like, Liza, this is incredibly comfortable.
Yes.
It's a Tempur-Pedic.
It's a Tempur-Pedic, yeah.
It's memory foam.
Into the cooling gel. They are a lot.
They're, yeah, I mean, are they as you expected them to be? Yeah. I didn't know Belly was going to be so mad at me.
I think she's more mad that you went without her.
I think so too.
She was looking at me funny.
She's looking at me funny.
Looking at
She was looking at me funny. I don't think
Give me
she
an old
likes,
wonky eye.
I don't think she likes me much.
I think that she just doesn't like that you took me away, but that's not what happened. But she's a teenager, and that's what they think that they know everything.
Don't they? Sorry about being mean to your dad.
Yeah,
I forgot myself for a moment.
I think he'll get over it.
You know, he is the king, but to me, he's just your dad.
I feel the same.
He's looking funny.
But I'm very tired, and you can gush over how cute I was as a baby tomorrow, and look
I
through all
will
my
be doing
things
that.
if you want. I have nothing to hide. I drew if you want, I have a whole notebook specifically for all of the people that I had crushes on.
I would love to look at that.
I drew them all.
You drew them all.
Yes.
Are they all
From
men?
memory. No. Some of them.
Okay. I will be taking a look at that tomorrow.
It's Johnny Depp, Woody from
John
Toy Story,
Woody
John
from
Cena.
Toy Story. Heath Ledger. Okay. Well, good night.
Good night.
And I will pull River in for a cuddle.
A cuddle.
Wait for an
A kiss
open
and a
tongue
cuddle.
kiss.
A little kiss and a cuddle.
Lovely. Long rest for you all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a break then. In 8.
Spicy bow ties.
15, yeah, it's time
That's
for spicy
not
bow ties.
for you. What?
All right, guys, we'll be back in 15 minutes or so.
What is going on?
Stop.
And we're back.
You're welcome.
You all have rested for the evening in your cozy, comfy, lovely beds.
Nice.
Some of you have bathed. Hopefully,
sure
the ones that have been inside the belly of the beast have
We've
bathed,
all
Oh,
bathed.
yeah, we all bathed.
No.
but we don't know about that.
Well, I've bathed.
Mort didn't
I
bathe.
bathed.
Yeah.
Just more not.
That is ritual grime that he likes.
Mort, you're not bathing tonight?
No, that was the saliva of Silas's Titan that he made.
Yeah.
I'm keeping that a little bit.
Put it in a little vial.
With the
appreciate
leeches.
Did you go and gather a tooth?
Yeah, let's get a tooth.
Okay.
Let's get it tooth.
Let's get a tooth.
As you're gathering a tooth, as you guys are all resting, Mort sort of abruptly awakes and remembers that he must go and gather a tooth before the beast itself is all taken and gone. Mort, you hear a whisper in your mind.
Oh.
In your mind's eye.
I should have peed. Is this schizophrenia?
Make a perception check for me.
Do I recognize a 14 plus perception?
Yeah, you know this person, so you definitely recognize the voice. All right, Toby.
Oh.
Pass me the mic.
Oh, man.
Tobias!
He's not. That is a.
Alright, so
Tobias,
listen.
Toblerone.
Titans. Guess it worked. Sorry for ignoring you. Don't want you to come looking. I lived a good one. River's nasally bestie really sucks, though. Stay alive.
Oh, Clementine.
I will, all by myself, right?
You're all by
Okay.
yourself, yeah.
You're transcribing it?
I
Yeah,
guess
I'll write
it
it down
worked.
just so I don't forget, I guess. But I guess it worked.
Oh, they made Toby do it.
Toby blood. We wanted the Toby blood.
Toby did the worm.
Toby did all the tidies, I think. They used him. The lizards
To
used him.
unbind the bound.
You grab your tooth, message fresh in your mind as you go and try to sleep for the evening.
Well, yeah, I know. Oh, this ain't good.
The morning comes for you all,
The morning cometh.
and you wake up, most of you refreshed.
I didn't get no sleep last night.
That's not how he sounds.
No.
He sounded like stiff.
That's not how he sounds.
That's not how he sounds.
Breakfasts are sent to your room.
I thought we were like in the richest house.
The
Yeah.
richest one in the land.
You've lived like this every day. You've had breakfast sent to your room.
I did.
And you left? I'm in there now.
You guys are
I
all-
brought my
everyone's
breakfast
sort of
in.
gathering
been
into-
sleeping and woke up because everybody walked in the room.
Alright, so Mort's gonna walk in, like, real crazy, like, right? Like, no sleep, hair disheveled, just pretty much this look right here.
And you guys
you have-
notice, like, the hair on his head is sort of sticking up now, where once it was
Okay,
bald.
but
His skull it looked like.
didn't you only have 5 hit points?
I did. How many hit points do I have now?
I mean, you slept.
Alright.
It wasn't I wouldn't say
Yeah.
well rested, but you got enough hours to complete a long rest.
Me on a Wednesday or something.
Tell us. Good morning.
Good morning.
I received word from our friend Mr. Goldbrush.
What did he
Toby,
He said, "Don't go looking for me."
well, that's ridiculous. Of course we're going to look for him.
He also said, "Titans." I guess it worked.
So he had something to do with this.
They made him do it.
Whoever that is.
If there's so much that could go wrong.
Do you think that he's okay? I mean, obviously he's not okay.
I think
He's alive.
they've probably used him for what they wanted to use him for. So, the deed is done, it seems.
The deed is done.
Last, Toby would be possibly with Professor Enelshiak.
Right.
That's the proper pronunciation, I think, maybe. Enelshiak.
No one knows.
So, that's another order of business then. We've got to find Toby.
He said don't go looking for him.
I don't care what he said. When have I ever listened to what anybody has ever said?
Wait.
Never.
I think we should go look for Toby, but what else should we do right now?
Well, I mean, obviously we're not going to go right now. There's...
Well, I had a weird dream.
What about?
What was your dream?
So, basically, I was River. And I
In your
was
dream?
yeah,
River?
and I was River the
River.
and I was running. I was running and running and running and running and running and running. And then I turned into a horse. And so then the horse was galloping, obviously. And then Leaf was on my back. I was River as a horse with Leaf on my back. And we were going. He was hitting me with a whip on the butt. And we went faster and faster until we jumped off a waterfall and landed in a beautiful lake.
Okay. So that was your dream?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. What do you
And I
think?
wrote it all down just in case.
Oh, right.
It's my newest chapter.
Okay. Thank you, Nick.
What does the horse represent?
Well, I guess that's up to you to decide.
It's up to interpretation.
Okay. That's lovely to know it. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say other than that.
Is the ground shaking?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay.
You're right.
What? This is gonna happen probably at least 4 more
Yeah,
times
at
with
least
worse
four-
and worse things.
I just don't know it's going to be the next day, though.
It's probably gonna be.
The night over the same place.
Well, was there a full moon last night or something?
No,
It was just It was just a
I
casual
think it was
party.
a sickle thing.
It's just a cash. It was just
It was just a cat. It was just casually peeking.
It's cat's claw.
It was cat's clawing.
Should we go downstairs?
Probably.
Well,
Well, we should probably get a lot of more information.
A lot
About-
of more information.
A lot of more information about the Titans, and
Yes. Well,
we can go to the Tower of Knowledge.
There's a lot that we're
Vast.
going to have to do before we. But I think that we shouldn't, just forget about Toby.
We're not going to forget about Toby.
Okay, good.
I wrote down, too bad, Toby.
So this is the next
You
day,
wrote
right?
that down.
Well, I am right now.
This is the next day,
Too
right?
bad.
It's the next day.
So I'm
Too
gonna send.
bad.
Toby.
Does nobody care about Toby
Toby,
except for me?
what do you
No, too
mean?
bad we're coming to look for him.
He's sending.
Toby, what do you mean it worked? Are you with Einhausjaks? Question mark. This is Mortimer.
Question mark.
You got a lot more if you want to say it.
Is Froderick with you? Be good.
I love
gold.
you.
Live, laugh, love.
Mortimer.
Mortimer. Mr. Decadir.
Was my father.
What's my friend? Alright. Oh, yeah.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Was my father.
Does Toby receive the message?
Toby does receive the message.
Is Frederick with him?
No.
Doesn't respond.
Where's this bug of mine?
Where's this Mr. Wit?
Maybe you can send to him.
Hey, Mort.
Where you at?
Don't worry. It's ending soon. Froderick ain't with me. Why is he not with you? Did Leaf and River make it official? How many is that?
worried about the war.
I have 6 more.
6 more. Yeah.
Like, sexually.
Like, sexually, and then I could, like, lip of the licks or like that.
A lick of the lip.
You hear it?
It's like, whoa, okay.
No.
I'm in
Don't do
trance
that.
state, and it just comes out my mouth like Toby to them at that moment.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
That's how sending works for you?
yeah, let's just add a little spice to the scent.
That's how it works
I don't
for
think that's how it
Mort.
works, but more
His eyes roll
Mort's
back
doing
and he
it.
goes,
Well, let's hear
Any-
Mort's Toby impression.
I don't remember what she said.
Like, you know, like,
I said
sexually.
Like, what did you say?
It's
It
ending
won't-
soon.
It won't be long now. Did like River and Leaf make it official? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sexually? Oh, I think that's what he said. There was O's and ahs and yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Did you just turn off the whole
He,
computer?
No, just the monitors off.
Okay.
We all just
Like-
We went
It's
straight to
ending
hell.
soon. It's ending soon.
What? Like the world?
Well,
I
ending. I think he probably maybe is talking about the Titans coming for us.
That would be big.
It'd be really big. Or the war.
I don't know. But we definitely need to think about, you know.
He didn't say where he was. Did he?
Yeah, we need to ask him where he is.
We did.
You kept asking him and he won't answer us.
Yeah.
He doesn't want us to look
He
for him.
speaks in parables.
He does.
Alright.
Well, I finished my breakfast if we wanted to go downstairs and have more awkward conversations with my family.
Well, I mean, it's about time you had some conversations with your family, I think.
I couldn't be more delighted to have awkward conversations with your family since you've been having awkward conversations with my family for months now.
That's true.
How would you like it if I hit on your mom, like you hit on Rivers?
I hit on River's mom.
Yes!
Did I?
You always hit on Rivers' mom.
The door swings open. Leaf, make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Dexterity saving throw. Oh no.
First roll of the game or the day, right?
Cast fireball into it.
Oh, yeah, it's Toby.
13.
Just kidding, y'all.
13.
I got no idea what's going on.
That's a pretty good story, though.
A pretty tough bran muffin smacks you in the side of the face. And you just hear your sister giggling down the hall as she's running away.
I catch it when it bounces off, and I watch her giggle, and I just eat the muffin.
Alright. Let's go. Lead the way. Lead the way.
Okay.
I don't think you were hitting on my mom.
I wasn't.
I hope you weren't.
I was not.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm not generally attracted to people of the female persuasion.
I know.
Let me see your crushes book.
Yes.
I shouldn't have even mentioned it. How did you know about that?
But
I
you
come and
did.
add to the send that Leaf has a book of crushes that he drew.
Absolutely.
All right.
Is River in it?
I'm flipping through it.
You guys are just having a little conversation.
Yeah.
Just
talking.
So you hang up first.
It's sending text message?
You wouldn't believe what's just happened over here, Toby.
So, what do you think?
Explain it to us. I don't know. I can't really tell.
There's, a couple of, ladies at the beginning. They're all pretty masculine looking. And then it's just guys after that.
How old were you when you drew this one here?
That one there.
That's he looks really.
Were you
Skinny.
8, 9?
I was about 19.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that looks really improved.
Yes.
It looks really good.
I
And
think my art's improving a bit.
Who's the art teacher here at the Kingdom?
Joe.
Joe.
No, I don't have an art teacher.
Why did you
I wouldn't believe that at all.
I don't know.
Let's go. We should probably go downstairs.
Okay.
We don't need to look at your drawings forever. They're very good.
I know that they're not that good, but it's okay. I like to do it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
Thank you.
This one right here has so much emotion. I can see it.
Why did you draw him crying?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll lead them through the twisting hallways and down the steps, up a set of stairs, and then down another swing around spiral staircase.
Yeah.
Secret doorway.
Secret doorway.
Secret tunnel.
You lift the book, and you go through there. It's a shortcut.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we'd be walking for a long time, and then and it brings you out into the kitchen.
And this is the kitchen. This is not where anyone cooks food. This is where the royal family meets, though. Usually for like tea time, because breakfast is generally served, especially on weekdays. Today is Sun's Day, in bed. But by this time, your mother, your father, your sister are typically in this room receiving tea and some fun little confectionaries and muffins and things of that nature.
Good morning.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Oh, yeah, I needed a lot of sleep. I was swallowed by a worm.
Some days we're all a little bit swallowed by the worm, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Some
Feels that
days
way.
you're
Some
swallowing
days,
the worm.
yes. But
Some days you're the worm and some days you're being swallowed.
Sometimes you're swallowing the worm.
I can't say that I've ever been swallowed by a worm, but figuratively,
Well, privilege is a really beautiful thing, isn't it?
Next.
I thought this was for.
What?
Oh, what? What?
I don't think that she means anything by that,
okay.
Mother. I'm sorry. Sometimes she just says things.
I never
Okay.
just say things. Nix always just says things.
She doesn't realize, you know.
I have something up my sleeve.
What do you have up your sleeve?
Just fun facts.
Such as? Bram?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I don't really ever know what she's saying.
This is her first trip to the kingdom, right?
Yeah. Well, did you know that, the state tree of Cavaria is, the... Leaf, what's the state tree of Cavaria?
It's not the redwood. It's the birch tree.
It's the birch tree. So,
I am, yes, well aware of that.
I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Thank you, Nix. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Welcome.
Florida's my favorite state.
Don't know what to make of
Birch
that,
tree.
but
It's probably best if you don't try to make anything of it.
Sometimes I just say things. I don't usually have things up my sleeve. I didn't want to confuse you. I don't even have sleeves really. I have I'm more of like wearing a cape, and
I
there's
am
nothing
much more
underneath.
confused now.
But then
than
I
before
also,
you said.
because if I'm an archer, you see, so I have a satchel. I'm nervous because you're the queen, and I just said maybe something rude to you. I can't really tell when I do that, but
Okay. It's okay.
you are lovely.
Thank you. I find it refreshing, honestly.
Thank you. I know I'm charming.
All right. Lots to discuss.
So, Queen, right away. We can't.
So queen right away.
We could talk about Bram and Leaf and all that and going missing. But there are titans coming out of the ground. Could happen at any point. Anywhere.
It's not even the full moon. I asked.
It's not.
It's just a little casual moon.
There was word sent this
Casual
morning
moon.
that a Titan was discovered
Where?
just from the Bayford area.
They all showed up at the same time.
I'm not sure. I just know that
What kind of titan was
Did
it?
they take him down?
I don't know. I know there was a sighting, but Lord Argot said that there was. I can't say that straight. Okay.
I love Lord Argot.
It's my favorite little memory.
Said that there was some whisperings. I'm not sure if it was a sighting necessarily, but there was something similar that would happened here in the kingdom
From under the ground?
from under the ground. Yes,
He came up.
rumblings.
I love Attack on Titan.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but did the silver lights arrive? That we were supposed to. They were supposed to get here, and
For the summit,
yes.
that will be in 3 days' time.
Oh, okay. I I thought it was the day after. Ooh, never mind. Okay.
So you're saying there was maybe another Titan scene
In
somewhere
Bayford.
else?
At
That's
least
why I asked.
rumblings
Wait,
of.
weren't there like 5 points or something that we saw at some point?
Oh my god, make a star on the map.
What about Storm?
And that's where they are. I've seen this before.
Outback Steakhouse?
Oh, what? What?
Isn't it out?
There's stars all over this map. It just
No,
means-
if you
Oh!
There's stars all over this map.
There's a star right there.
the 5 points, I've seen it. It's a lovely little play called National Treasure.
It's in London.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Well, this one here, and we're here.
Two.
Any descriptors of how big the Titan is? What it looks
It might not be. It might not be a star.
Only that a few rays were seen,
Rays?
like beams, like magical rays shot.
Man.
I'm afraid you might be right, River.
So could they're all out right now. They're all out right now.
I don't know. I just know that that's what we
Whatever-
got word of.
Whatever would awaken 2 could certainly awaken 5.
Maybe we should send something to Alan
That's what I'm thinking.
to make sure that they're okay in Bannockburn.
Is
Yeah.
there anything special about Bayford?
It's a big city.
Bayford is a pretty large
Just
city.
all the major
Like-
cities. Have you heard anything from any other?
Second largest population in all of Kavaria.
Is number 1 where we're standing?
It is.
So we know 2 Titans have showed up in the 2 biggest cities of Kavaria.
Yes.
What's the 3rd largest city in Kavaria?
Garriton.
Probably Garriton.
We have to send word
Stomwell.
to all these then.
Well, they might already be under attack.
Turns out it's interesting, I suppose, I don't have the correct word, that my son happens to be part of the greatest adventurers in Kavaria.
Yeah,
Who's that?
that's us.
The tellers.
Is that what people are saying?
It is what people are saying.
We haven't done anything yet.
We are the greatest adventurers in Kavaria.
Obviously.
We can't. If we get too big of a head, how are we gonna kill these
You've
Titans?
already taken
I'm
one
already the prince.
down.
I can't get much bigger of a head.
The thing is that no human that I'm aware of in text, which would be a very, very, very old text, has ever killed a Titan.
Well, good thing I'm a mouse.
Yeah, I'm kind of a tiefling, aren't I? So
Humanoid.
No, humanoids. Well, we killed a titan yesterday.
Exactly.
well, that's kind of our thing, though, isn't it? Not killing titans, but
Maybe it'll be Earth.
killing
I
things.
think it is sort of your thing now.
Unfortunately,
we-
I never wanted
Are
it to be my
these
thing.
Titans not children of the god Osiris himself?
They were, but they were sealed by that very same creator.
So if Silas was defeated by something, overpowered.
Or
Who
he's
would
just
have the power to undo the sealing?
I don't know.
Another god that was created by somebody, maybe.
Something maybe godlike. Something more powerful than the Titans.
Good God.
Okay. And
Are there teleporters?
we're just doing this, aren't we?
Yeah.
Are you scared?
How easy is it to just teleport to another major city?
From within the kingdom, there is a teleportation circle.
Okay.
That is incredibly well guarded and protected from anyone ever entering that way. But yes, there is a teleportation circle. And you would know that. You've not necessarily ever used it, but you would know that it exists.
What should we do? Should we
Well, maybe we could
figure out if there's more?
send word to all the major cities.
Well, I think we might need to. If we don't, well, who knows if there's already Titans there?
I
So
don't know.
You have to find out.
Tarask was unleashed on a city.
That city's dead.
I don't think they'll be responding.
Well, do we know for sure that that's exactly what the beasts
No, we don't.
are?
We just know of
Probably.
5
Probably-
symbolic ones
well,
that
so
we
the-
do in the ritual, but we
So,
don't know.
so
the
one
worm.
was so one was certainly the worm, and the other one sounded a lot like it was the beholder that's been spotted. So that's 2
wait,
out
why
of
do we
5.
think it was the beholder? I missed that.
Rays
It had
of
rays.
multicolored beams shooting.
Shooting.
Is that what beholders
Yeah,
are?
they
Yeah,
shoot
they
rays
shoot
out of
things
their
out of
eyes.
their
Their eye
eyeballs.
stalks.
Uh,
Paralyzing ray.
There's many of them.
How do we do? We need more info. We need to find out.
Yes.
Well, the summit,
The summit in 3 days'
3
time.
days.
Yeah.
right. So whoever is on their way,
Are the
would
roads safe?
believe they'd be on their way. I don't know. Most paths to the kingdom are well guarded. And they would have, I think, any, magical use would be at their disposal.
of course.
But yeah, the first of Guittare is when we will meet. And we have the ladies, the lords, the sovereigns of many a great city. And you would need to be a part of that.
We can do that. So we just have to hang out here for a while.
Is that what we have to do? I suppose. What else could we do?
I don't know.
I am worried about these other cities, though. God, look at me. I'm worrying about other people. Listen. What happens if nobody helps? Then there's a bunch of
Titans?
titans out, unleashed on the
Well,
world.
that would be the end of Kavaria
Yes.
as we know it.
So
Yeah.
So somebody has to help.
And we are the only ones with known skill that have known experience of killing a titan.
This is true.
We could
This
find
is
more
our
help.
duty.
That's kind of crazy.
You see your father now, he's been silent, but is looking at you as you guys are discussing this.
should we teleport to Bayford if that's the known sighting?
That's where the
Come
beholder
back in
is.
3 days' time, teleport back.
Has anybody come through the teleporter here from another city?
No,
Okay, that doesn't happen.
no,
Okay,
no, not yet. Unless it was
like okayed and
Right.
okay. You can't just plop in.
No, no, no.
Kingdom.
Lot, Lots of paperwork.
yeah,
Can't get away
there's
with
a
that.
lot of paperwork, a lot of red tape, red flags, red tape. That's it.
Looks like we're hunting up Silas's
Are
mutated
we
children.
ready to take all of them down?
I mean, probably not.
Well, the worm itself is probably the most juvenile of the group.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Beholder
We
is-
almost
all-
didn't make it.
The beholder's a
We
big
would need
guy.
help, to be honest.
Can they all swallow us whole?
I don't
though?
know
That's
where
the thing. I don't
everything
want to be
is.
swallowed by too many more.
think we
Harrison
might-
Needle.
They could
More to
help,
worry
but
about
I don't
than
know where they
That's
are.
true, Nix.
One thing that this next Titan does not possess is the element of surprise.
That's true. Well, we could bring army with us, or something.
Certainly, you could lead a battalion.
The
The
if
four of
we
us.
know what it is, we might be able to use its weaknesses.
Yes. Is it just wreaking havoc? Or as we speak?
Your mother. What we heard was that there was rumblings that some people. There was nothing for certain that that's exactly what it was, but there was also other things, smaller things.
Like what?
I don't know. Just What he said was that there was what he believed to be something similar to a beholder, but that there were many smaller creatures, mouths and teeth.
We've taken on those before, yeah.
Would we know what this was?
I mean,
Take on-
sounds similar to some of the things that you guys, some of the monstrosities that you guys had fought, that the doctor was involved in.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it sounds similar to something like that.
Mort's going to start rubbing that tooth he got. What? The tooth from the great albino worm is what he's doing.
Yes.
Because he's nervous. He's thinking about teeth and monsters.
He's got a little worry stone now.
Yeah, he's got a little. Yeah, he puts a little.
And your father then says, my concern is that clearly there are the titans that are most feared. But in the depths of that crypt, the underbelly of Kavaria was filled with many a dark creature.
And how have we kept them underneath for decades?
They'd been sealed. It's why we give praise and adoration to Upsilas each year.
Well, that's what we were doing yesterday, and it didn't seem to matter.
Something released them, clearly.
And Toby sounded. You said that Toby said, "Guess it worked," and it's ending soon. He's
What's that?
involved.
They wanted.
Our friend Toby.
They wanted his blood. At one
Yeah,
point.
they wanted his. That's what I'm saying, and he's
Why?
He's a half vampire.
Drakier?
Vampire.
Dampier.
Dampier.
And they have the troll blood already.
Well, they have some troll blood, but we got a lot of it off when they were supposed to be shipped to them. We hijacked quite a bit of that.
Yes.
I wonder, do I mean, I don't know.
Do you what?
I was going to say I could send to Wylet, see if he's out there, see if he's seen anything like this. I mean, I don't know. He always uses everything for his own gain, but
I'd rather not.
I'd rather not too, but also at the same time, we could learn something maybe.
We certainly need to gather as much information as possible.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, use
From,
it to our
from the
advantage.
major cities.
Right, and last time he was seen was where? In Trendle, right?
Yeah, the last time we saw him,
Was out west.
yeah.
So God only knows where he is, but we could ask. I mean, I could.
Can I have multiple sends going on?
How many times can you cast
I
it?
don't know. Is there a courier
We could see about
service?
A-list too.
Yeah, that we could use.
Oh yeah, Ayla's.
In Needle.
Oh, it's a third level spell. So I can only cast it 3 times a day, and that would take up all the third level spell slots. That's iffy.
I don't think we'll.
We need to save one for Revivify just in case.
The purpose of the summit is that we would all share our knowledge, information that we've been seeking and collecting, and that we would work out a plan.
So, do you think that we need to... Does it seem like Bayford needs us at this time?
I think we need to wait and see.
I
But
think
I don't know that they would be on their own able to hold off.
A
this
lot of
Titan.
people would get hurt.
I think that waiting though is probably better.
If one were to be
Flying.
teleported to Bayford, how quickly can they teleport back to the kingdom?
Quickly.
Like a scouting mission.
See what's going on there.
Yeah, maybe we could do that. If we're careful.
Just see and get
Do
back.
you have any extra weaponry or protection that we could use?
I have it all.
You are the queen.
And I could go.
By
Turn
yourself.
myself invisible. Scout
Well,
and
the last time you were by yourself, that was a little bit scary.
Well, I wasn't really by myself. I had Toby.
You did find Toby last time you were by yourself.
That's true.
I think that would probably be good to be able to get first-hand eyes.
If we can do it quickly and safely and in no trouble be back for the summit, then I think that's what we should do.
I think
First-hand eyes.
gathering as much information as you can. There are rumors that have always been around about certain weapons and ancient armor and special items that were used, or at least said to have been used, to protect against great beasts.
And we have them here.
We have knowledge of them here.
So maybe we should go to the Tower of Knowledge.
I think that'd be a good place to start.
Talk to Vast.
The what?
The librarian.
Oh.
The keeper of books, the keeper of knowledge.
The keeper of knowledge, I'm sorry.
Oh, well,
The giver.
yeah. Let's
The
get
giver.
to it.
All right. Well, I'll lead the way to the Tower of Knowledge.
And then don't leave, please,
Well,
without
I'm not going to leave without saying
letting
anything.
me know.
I'm not going to do that again.
Thank you. Because you can leave. You just
Okay.
tell me.
All right. I promise I'll tell you that I'm sorry that I traumatized you in that way.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
You're welcome. You see how I have grown since I've been out? I'm more in touch with my feelings.
You have grown, yes. And you just
So-
hear your sister kind of laughs in the corner.
Okay. So I will lead the way to the Tower of Knowledge, and we will be back. We'll not leave without saying anything. All right.
All right.
So I will lead to. I know where it is, obviously.
Yeah, the academic district, yeah. Heading there, we'll just go ahead and shoot right there because it's a little bit of a walk, but you know the way. You guys see then the large spear, this tower that shoots up in the academic district. All along this way, there are little like sort of hovels and cute little stores. Mostly here, though, is a place of learning. So there is all sorts of different specialty, arcane areas for training, and straight up melee, and anything that you could think of as far as that stuff goes happens here in this area. Lots of people sitting on like grassy hills looking through books. It's very much a little university sort of town, but it's in of itself completely different. It's not like the universities that you guys have in your cities, but lots of different topics being covered here. But people are out fighting and
stuff.
yeah,
ITT tech.
traits, yeah, and academic and all the things that you could think of happen in here for the most elite and promising.
So is there a door at the bottom of the tower?
There is indeed a door, yeah.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Not bing bong, bing bong.
The door opens on its own. No one appears to be there. But you know the drill.
Atlavas.
Shit. Yeah.
I think you thought I said Bass?
Yeah, it was like the door.
The door opened on its own. I was like, wait.
I don't know who this is.
Last campaign he was there.
Alavas is a very, very old, like, D&D character.
Vast.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we used the semblance of him in our last campaign.
Okay.
But we have our own version.
Yeah, we have our own Atlas.
So I'm just going to call for him and then walk in.
And you hear the booming voice sort of come back. You're here.
I'm here.
I wondered when you'd return.
So you knew as well.
I let your father know, yes.
I figured it was you. These are my friends. This is Mort and Nix and River.
You have friends.
Finally, I have friends. Other than you.
Good for you.
Your only friend was an old man?
Yes.
Me too.
Not that old.
How old are you?
Very old.
He was very old several thousand years ago. Or was it hundreds of years ago? So...
You come.
Yes, we were wondering if we could look through your books.
You come.
You come seeking information on the the Titans.
The Titans, yes, you know about this.
Yes.
You are the keeper of
Bram.
knowledge.
I know. Yes.
Cool, so you know where to take us to get information on this.
You're
then.
still using that word.
Did he invent it, or did his sister invent it?
Oh, that's the great debate.
I want to know.
Well, Atlas was not there when it was invented.
Could you put truth spell on him and make him tell us the
I
truth?
could.
Do it right now.
I'm not going to do that.
Let him have it.
What do you know about the unsealing and sealing or unsealing of the Titans?
Oh, well, theory, mostly. As it's never been done until yesterday.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What was rumored to have to... what you'd have to obtain to do such a terrible deed was the blood of a mortal and immortal.
Toby blood.
It's all the same. Mixed in one container.
The blood of a great creature in size, basically. The blood of a complete immortal. And the blood of one who rose again.
Rose again. Did they kill Toby? And he's
Someone
freaking back.
who had died before and then was reborn.
Almost like Martin.
Or what if they killed Toby and brought him back?
I was going to say something.
I thought it was immortal.
Selena, her
Or
daughter.
Selena. I forgot her.
Blood of a
That's
great
what-
creature in size. One of... Wait.
Toby blood, troll blood, immortal blood, blood of one who rose again.
A complete immortal.
But if he's a complete immortal, does that make him a vampire?
No, it's just they needed several different kinds of blood.
Right, and then, of course, the blood of just a mortal.
Oh.
So like Toby is a mixed.
It would have to be someone who is immortal, but also mortal.
Oh.
Would have the blood of both running through his veins.
I see.
And then also troll women. And this is what they needed to do this.
One of the things that they needed.
Well, and so do you think that they all rose at the same time, or are they going to be popping up one at a time?
Oh, I think like any birth, it could be one after the other. Sometimes there's pauses, a pregnant pause, if you will.
Very funny.
You're very funny.
Thank you. But usually in succession, depending on what you qualify as a short amount of time or a long amount of time.
Does As we know right now, there has been a Titan in Kavaria, and rumors of one in
Bayford.
Bayford.
Beholder.
Good job on the one in Kavaria.
Thank you.
We almost did make it.
I did land the killing blow.
I was about to die.
What was
so-
it like?
And
Scary.
Yes.
Dark at times.
Horrific.
We
I
were in
told
Something I-
Bram several times that I once, in my younger days, was quite the adventurer.
I think
Atlavas
its corpse is still over there if you want to see it.
I
Alabas
would
fought
love
who?
to.
Atlavas fought with the blokes.
Oh, those other adventurers we've heard about.
But I was told we were the best adventurers of all the land of all time. Maybe not all time,
Maybe just
Probably
right now.
not
just right
in-
now.
for all time, but probably currently in Kavaria.
Well, are we cooler than them?
Not yet, no.
not yet.
Sorry, they were dear friends of mine.
Are they still alive?
Some of them.
Do they stop by ever?
It's been, a few decades since I've seen a few. One I saw just last year.
Who?
Lycian.
Lycian. We met Lycian.
Yeah, we fought with Lucian.
I believe she's in Bayford.
Oh.
Okay, that's good then, because she can maybe lead the charge there.
And I'm sure she would.
Yes, she's with Lord Argot.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Someday when you retire, you will be a bodyguard for some royal. Maybe.
Oh.
Someone. Would
I
be a
think I'd
bodyguard
rather
for myself.
relax. Live my life as an old mouse
It's your retirement.
under the stars. Under
What
the
am I gonna do
branches.
in my retirement?
It sounds
I want to
lovely.
And that is the life
Take
you
your
will
bath.
live. Thanks.
And live lavishly.
So, the blood from those 5.
So the blood of an immortal, the blood of a mortal, the blood of a troll, or something huge.
The blood of one who is both immortal and mortal. And
blood of
No,
a
yes, the-
complete immortal,
yes,
and then blood of one who rose again.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's why Toby's blood was needed, because he's both mortal and immortal at the
Who's a
same
complete
time.
immortal?
Well, he would be just the regular immortal.
No, you're not
Yes.
understanding.
You need a mortal.
No,
Break.
break.
Break. We need
It's
a mortal.
and a mortal mixed together.
I'm speaking a mortal and immortal. So just a regular mortal, and immortal is Toby.
We saw a lot of mortals.
No,
get-
listen to what Melissa has
Okay,
to
so
say.
you need a mortal.
Yes.
Any human being who
We
can
saw
die.
a bunch of them get sacrificed.
Yes.
Okay.
An immortal, one who
It's
does
completely-
not die
yeah.
unless they're killed, but would live on forever. Somebody who has the blood of both mortal and immortal.
I did not hear
Am I
that.
right? I listened and I write it down.
When did you say that?
That was the
I
first
also-
one
The
I
first
said.
thing that
I
you
also
said.
did not hear it.
She said it.
I'll be so wrong.
Yeah, but that still doesn't answer.
Girl,
who's the
I wrote it
immortal-
down.
Who's the immortal blood? The vampire?
A vampire or
And-
something.
Perhaps. Oh, somebody like that.
One of mixed race.
Well, one who carries the blood
Yeah,
of the
Toby.
mortal and immortal.
Okay, then we need a blood of a large creature,
Troll.
a complete immortal.
Yep.
So now this is 6 because then we
No,
need
no.
one who rose again.
Mortal. Immortal. One that has a mortal and mortal. Big old creature.
One rose again.
One who rose again.
Well, what's complete immortal then?
That was one.
That's
that was the
just
second
immortal.
One.
That's
That was the
just
second one
immortal.
said.
The immortal.
What is
and
hard for you
complete
to get right now?
immortal is
I
the
thought
same.
that an immortal was somebody that doesn't die unless they're killed, but somebody that is a complete immortal doesn't die.
Oh no, I
I
said.
can see how you
Yeah,
can
I
think that,
totally.
though. Yeah.
The reason I said complete immortal is because it came after when I was saying half mortal, half immortal.
Okay, all right.
And then I said complete immortal. Yeah, I get that now.
I was confused too.
But do you see how I'm always right? And you should listen to me.
And that just unseals this binding.
Those 5 things are needed. I slipped right
What
back
else is
in.
needed?
Quite a few.
What else is needed?
rituals.
You want to start saying if I'm getting that stone or not.
And there's a lot of monstrous things that were bound, not just the giant titans.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy.
So there's more than just the Titans being.
Well, the thing is that back, when the gods reigned,
Before you were alive.
before my time even, yes,
Jeez.
there rose and lived many a creature. And then when the humanoids came, some of those creatures were not, well,
Received.
not
Well-
even that,
well received.
could not be contained. Basically, the very first of the humanoids were destroyed and eaten. So the gods had to create again. And so Upsilas agreed then that in order to strike a balance and let all creatures reign, some of the largest and most devastating must be sealed away. So not only the 5 largest titans that no man could kill, but many of the, some were very tiny, but they would come in large swarms. There were ones that would devour a person's mind or sanity. Those things that would not allow for life to endure were sealed. Now, many of the things that were left could easily kill, but at least you had a chance.
So you're saying we don't have a chance against these?
Well,
No.
we took on the Titan, right?
No living person, humanoid, at that time had been known to take down a titan. Some of the smaller ones, yes. But many of them were just sealed in one foul swoop, and whoever was down there is who was sealed.
I have a question. Do we here at the kingdom at our disposal have anything that may help us in the fight against the titans?
There are many hints and suggestions that say that that is so.
So
We are in trying times.
and
when-
we are the best adventurers in the land.
That's what I hear.
So if anybody was
cool
going to
is
use
that?
those things,
You're also the prince, so I think
I'm also
we
the prince. I have a lot of money.
you could just take it. I don't think you'd even have to pay.
I don't think I would do that though.
It's not polite.
It's not polite.
Also,
Well, I mean,
not
if we're
always
saving
polite
the world,
to
I
say.
don't think that matters too much, does it?
I take a lot of things without asking.
Oh, that's not polite at all.
Well,
They're very polite
They've
here.
been doing that less now that I have as much money as I have.
It's growth. That's good.
it's just fun.
Fun to take from people.
Well, not people in need.
It's just people that don't need then.
People who
They have too much.
Did you steal from the castle?
No.
But they have the most.
That's true.
I could be lying.
Oh.
Look out for that one.
What type of items are we discussing?
Well, there,
Armor? Weapons?
there were special, said to be holy items granted by the gods themselves.
5 of them.
And you,
Five indeed.
a bow.
A bow?
Yes.
Like,
No, an
That I would wear in
arrow.
mine.
Like, why would I ever say a bow wasn't a bow if I'm talking about fighting against titans?
I don't know.
You wanted to look dapper.
Exactly.
He was playing a joke on
I
you.
was pretending.
He was pretending like he didn't know because he knows everything.
It's fun for me.
He's the keeper of knowledge.
So anyway, is it there?
I don't know of a bow.
Oh.
Do you know what they
There's-
are?
I know of what they're rumored to be, and we can, I think, look deeper into it.
What's that?
I'm ready to write them down.
Yes, yes. Tell us.
Well, let's
5
find some books.
Magical items.
My most favorite thing to do.
Okay.
Search through the
All
dusty
right.
chapters.
He starts sort of handing you out these like little, Dewey Decimal System cards that kind of tell you like where to go in his huge library.
River's like
Right, you
climbing
get
bookshelves.
these, you get that. He passes them all out to you.
This is kind of heavenly.
It's lovely.
Yeah. Why fight Titans when we can stay here?
Don't mind me just ducking down here to change the music.
Dun 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 dun.
I spent a lot of time in this
How
tower.
did you?
I could see why.
Well, first of all, Atlavas is just a very calming presence.
He's the one who writes your diary, right?
He doesn't write my diary. Why do people think that?
Alavas, do you write Leaf's diary for him?
What?
I do not. I do not ask you to write my diary.
Do you need me to write your diary for you, Leaf?
No,
Did you draw the pictures
No.
not
for
this
him?
time.
Brad.
Oh no, I do not draw those.
That's not your
What are you?
Not
You don't
I.
take claim for that.
No.
What are you asking him?
About the pictures.
If he drew the
Wait, is
pictures.
this decorative apple that I stole really made out of pure gold?
Oh.
Yes.
Why is it happening?
What's going on in it?
Having bad interweb connection.
Oh,
No,
look
not
in.
the interwebs.
It is indeed.
God damn it.
God damn it. I don't know what's happening with that. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
But anyway, he gives you guys these little cards with a bunch of little codes on them to go and retrieve books. Each of you get around somewhere but 7 to 15 books apiece.
River's like, I can't carry all of these.
And he's got his long table, which already has scrolls and many papers and books all over it.
I take some.
Alice would love it here.
So, okay.
Yeah, Alice doesn't have anything like this, does he?
All right, let's
I'm not really
begin.
worried about that.
What about Adam?
Who?
The weapons of the 5.
What's on the fire?
Anything you see.
Weapons of a 5.
Do I need to do an investigation?
Everybody
Weapons
who is
of the
looking,
5.
start rolling me some investigation checks, please. And thank you.
22.
Very good.
18.
I can't get below 20.
17.
Nice.
I had 13.
13.
You got distracted by a beautiful picture.
I tried to copy it down in my journal.
Your diary.
I call it a journal now.
You've changed
Now
your
that-
I've
mind.
grown.
Yeah, now that I'm an adult
The last day.
with my extra wisdom point.
We're singing while looking.
Yeah, we're all looking and
Dun,
reading.
dun, 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 dun.
I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. This is a classic Mouse Folks tune. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time
I don't know if that copyrighted.
That might.
Don't
There's a railroad
you
that
hear
goes
the
through
river
the
flowing? Rise up so early in the morning.
Aha! I found something.
You found something.
We're all finding things. So with those, River, you're first to see something in the way of some sort of the 5, and you see something about an oil, an anointing oil.
Oil.
What does it do?
It appears that this particular oil, when worn on either someone's person or on an item, gave it a great boon. It doesn't exactly tell you, if it's a +2 or a +1. It doesn't tell you all that, but it just there's something having to do heavenly with this oil of anointing.
Okay.
Do we know where it's kept? Where to find it?
It does seem to be attached to Laninatar.
Oh, okay, okay. Nice.
My lighting utensil. There it is.
So I talk about this. I say it out of the loud.
The anointing oil of Lunalita.
Good to know. We can
Can
look
more than one person use it
deeper
at a
on that now
time?
that we know. Does it say? It does appear that it's a
Single use.
single use.
It's a
item.
single use.
Yeah.
Okay.
What remains of it? Maybe there was at one time was more, but from what you know, that there was some sort of this bottle of this oil that remains.
All right.
Mortimer, I think you had the next,
I was 17.
and then you were 13.
I had 18.
18. So, next, you're looking through, and you see something about this blessed armor.
Armor.
And it shows
Sounds
sort of
absurd.
like a picture of it. And in the photograph, you see this, like this, the rays of a sun on the breast of this armor.
Okay.
I wish my music would not go away from me.
She's back again.
There it is.
We're so back, baby.
And that appears to be attached with Petrichara. No, it's
Petrichor.
not. That's Amatus.
Amatus.
The sun.
What does it do?
It looks like the wearer of this armor is found in good favor with the god Amatus,
Okay.
the deity of Amatus.
In the picture of the armor, can we see what type of armor it is?
It looks to be made of metal.
Heavy.
I think the only one who could wear metal armor is Leaf.
Words get metal.
Oh, Mork can wear metal too, yeah.
Mork can wear it too. Depending on what the other things are.
Forgot you could wear it.
We're tough boys.
Tough boys.
We were in the mouth with the maw together.
We were in the maw.
Brothers-in-law.
Wait, what did you
Brothers
say?
in law. You're my brother-in-law.
My brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
That's amazing.
We shared in the saliva of the great pale worm.
You did.
Holy moly.
You said that earlier.
That's like from a horror movie. That's good.
Or another kind of movie. You.
Well, list.
Good lord, I didn't even think about it like that. Is that
Sorry. And I am always the one that's like, guys. But I'm the worst, as you guys know, especially off the stream. You see something about Millardum and this locket that was said to have been forged from her very hands, crafted.
That's awesome.
What's her name?
Millardum.
How do you spell it?
I'm sorry, no, it's M-E. M-E-L-A-R-T-E-M. Millardum.
Forged from.
Locket forged by their hands.
What's it do?
What's it say?
And this is the deity of art, music, conjuration,
Crafting.
crafting,
Happy and
abjuration, protection even.
So, we could probably assume that you're just kind of protected by Millardum at that point?
But didn't Toby get like a necklace that was like
He had something that
sounded similar?
sounded similar doesn't necessarily
Doesn't
mean that
mean-
it is
okay.
similar. Yeah.
I don't think it
he
worked.
had like an amulet
Oh.
of health,
Yeah.
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 So what we can assume is that it helps with
which
like
is what I've been looking for
spellcasting,
since
is what this is.
55 episodes ago.
Do we know ideally, or can we put together what it even does? Is it like just an apotropaic word?
Yeah. What you guys are finding right now is at least which items
Yeah, sure.
are kind of going with what, and then you can kind of deeper dive into it
Yeah,
because
like what god that's associated
Right.
with. What, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, it does appear to be again something that all of these are running down the same line, that you would have some sort of connection with that deity and that there was protection involved and good favor involved.
We could become the Five's chosen.
But there's only 4 of us.
Well, get Toby back in the game.
Or you wear 2 things. It's all right.
Well,
I think we might bring
Maybe.
Toby back.
Double
I think
love.
that I would
Dump him out.
Dumb.
Dump 'em out.
Away. All right.
Dump them out.
That should be Toby's magic word for his savior. Dump him out.
For his
Yeah.
Dump them out.
Dump him out.
for his thing. Okay.
He already has a necklace.
We've
like,
got
why does he
13
need my necklace.
He's not getting another necklace.
Too
It's
many
my
necklaces,
necklace.
Toby.
Toby's dead, guys.
He's not. I just talked to him today.
I don't know.
I just
What are you
talked-
talking about?
I just spoke with him.
He's not dead.
He's a doppelganger.
My God.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works.
All right. Leaf or Bram, you see something. It's taking you a little bit longer than the rest, and they're kind of piping up and shouting out things, and you're like trying to listen, but you finally
have
see.
ADHD.
Yeah, and so you finally see this thing that seems to be arm wraps or gauntlets, having to do with Petrichara.
Okay.
Which obviously is the deity of nature and evocation, fertility, things of that nature.
Sounds like a mix item to me.
Yeah,
Fertile
but these
wrappings.
arm wraps and this gauntlet.
Fertile wrappings.
No, I just meant because of the nature.
Anyway, they would appear to not show their true form until they were on the wearer's person.
Oh, I want those bitches.
So, like arm wraps, arm bands, or full-on gauntlets, or you know.
What if they
But
make me fly?
it was something that would go
On the wrist.
on the arm
Yeah.
wrist area. Yeah, forearm.
Oil.
And then
Does somebody need to roll another one?
Atlavast sort of flips to his. Oh, this is my favorite one. Upsilas. And what would be called the sword.
Of Upsilas.
But it wasn't a sword.
What do you mean?
It was made of wood.
What?
Twisted. Almost decaying.
A decaying staff? Sword?
Some people said it was small and twisted and can fit in your hand. Like a wand.
I think we know who would do well with a wand.
Others said it could be
This one.
reared as a sword.
Whatever you decided. The rarer.
Whatever was needed. Upsilas is very funny that way. He likes a good trick. That's why he's one of my favorites.
I like this guy.
So, these are the weapons of the five.
Well, where do we find them?
Well, we could probably go to the university towns that are, maybe to the universities that these are connected with. Maybe that would have.
Like the anointing oil might be at Audrey-Mouth, is what you're trying to say.
Because the Blue Knight Atar is there.
Maybe, I might know something about that oil.
You have it here.
Maybe you might?
I once had it in this very tower. I did.
Avalas is what you
At,
said.
at one point, I had hoped to collect them all, and when I found that that would be a little bit out of my general ability, I became quite busy with your father and taking care of the kingdom. But
Did you raise his dad?
Did I raise him? No, I took him under my wing, much like I did Bram.
Atlas has kind of just always been there.
Oh.
That's just how it works.
Like, you're like, the great Honus
The
of
great
the
and
Redwoods.
powerful.
The great Honus.
Grace of the
Honus! Do you know him?
Yeah. You know him too.
Of course. Yes, we go way back.
Yeah, he's
He's small but mighty.
Very.
What does he do?
Well, he's always just been there, much like our friend Alavast here.
He's also quite wise.
He's quite wise. He used to be just a normal hedgehog.
Oh god.
That's the normal one.
But then something happened. But it's been so long that we don't really. The lore is so deep and twisting and changing ever the years go by.
That's true.
So is he a mouse folk like you?
No,
or
he's a
hedgehog folk.
He's a hedgehog, but he's something so much more.
Hedge folk.
Not many have lived the life of a creature that burrows and builds with the things they find in the land, and not with nails and hammers, but then grow and grow and grow until they live the life of someone like you or I. Imagine the insight you would hold.
He understands what it means to be the smallest and the biggest, the smartest and the simplest.
This Honus.
Honus. The great Honus.
What a gift.
A gift. He's a gift to us all.
Truly.
Have I not brought him up before?
You've never talked about Honus, no.
That's crazy.
Can't say
Does
I've
Honus sit on a redwood throne?
He sits on no throne.
No throne.
He sits on no
No throne, alright.
He has quite the collection, though. He is a constant learner, a forever teacher.
He gave me my first Mercedes Rex book.
Yes, and a forever student. Always learning.
Wow. This is big.
This is where Mercedes Rex came from. Your very first love of Mercedes Rex from Honus.
From Honus. The great Honus, or whatever he said.
Does not surprise me.
Anyway,
What, did you
I
have
just...
a man that was always there in your town?
You don't have
Yeah,
a...
I think I remember a man who was always there. I can't remember his name, and he talked real slow and went real creepy. I can't remember his name, but yes. Yeah, I believe every town kind of has their...
You don't have
I thought about being that for a town before.
You could be that for You could be that for Bannockburn, because we don't have one.
I would love to be that for Bannockburn when this is all said and done.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I could be like a Honus.
But I feel like you're missing out on a really, really important part of your raising and lifetime for not having a guy who's always been there.
No.
There's
No,
probably one you might not have
I
noticed.
don't think they've always been there for
Bannockburn's
me.
not very long.
There hasn't been a person always there for me.
Oh my god.
Like
Lord.
Like him.
Like him. No, not like Honus.
Not like Honus.
But you have an Atlavast now.
Oh, I do. Thanks, Atlafast.
I'll be
Thanks,
with you.
Alavast.
I'm a very good friend.
Atlafast, are these 5 treasures of the gods dispersed around Kavaria? Or are they located all in one spot?
Oh, surely not. In one spot. I would have found them. The oil that I had.
Where's it gone?
I made a very interesting trade.
With the food.
shit out of him.
Someone I admire a great deal.
Who? Honus?
No. Sir Robin Diddle.
Sir Robin Diddle, what did he give you for the oil of anointment?
A song in my honor.
That seems
And
like...
you knew a bard in the blokes who could have surely wrote you a song in your honour.
He did.
Which one was better?
Oh. Don't make me choose. Ori, very, very skilled at fighting. Had his own way.
But he's
I
no
heard that
he's no
his-
Robin Diddle,
He's
is he?
alive.
I heard that maybe his songs,
I think so. I hope so.
I think maybe I've done a lot of research on the blokes.
You admired them greatly.
I admired them greatly.
We've shared many an afternoon
Which
and
one was your
into the
favourite?
night. talking.
Ori, of course.
You didn't like Baird with his fighting prowess?
I loved Baird, but
Do you know
Ori...
of Baird?
I've heard some legends of the blokes.
I think
We've
I
met Lycian.
We've met Lycian.
You guys are talking about these blokes.
Lord Argot is a bloat, right?
I don't know
Bloke?
these blokes.
A bloat? Is he a bloat?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
No, Lord Argot, I think he's his
You
own
and Lycian
thing.
had a lot in common.
Yeah.
I think you probably would like Lycian the most. You know what I did like? I did like Baird, of course, because he was a good fighter, but he was a different kind of fighter than what I am. He wasn't very technically skilled, but he was just strong and mighty and
A
just
brute.
a
Moving
brute.
stone, really.
He's still alive, from what I know.
Oh, I think so.
Anyway, Ori, he didn't have the best songs. Maybe he wasn't very good at.
So he was a bard who was
Poetry.
really bad at.
No, he was.
No,
he
he-
wasn't good at poetry, but he played his lute like an electric guitar.
He had
He would
an
bring
aura.
down the thunder.
Yes, a thunderous aura.
Yes.
You have to see
So
it,
was
I
he,
guess.
was he the coolest one? Was he the best one?
No, he was
There's no
grumpy. I
best.
heard.
Most people think the one who blew up the Kraken from the inside was probably the coolest.
Which one is that?
Arme.
That's all, man.
Marme.
No, it was
Arme.
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 What kind of name is that?
Marme.
It's a great name. I will say, though, if we're comparing Sir Robin Diddle to Ori, Ori had fantastic limericks. He didn't begin writing those until later in life, but they were hilarious. Hilarious.
Once he settled down a bit with his music store. Isn't that what he did?
Yes, he owned.
Isn't
he
that
owned-
what he did?
He owned a musical store. He would repair things. He would make things from scratch. He and his beloved.
I just don't understand what you guys know so much about these blokes, and I've never heard of them, and you don't know anything about Honus.
I know Honus and I know the blokes.
I don't really know the blokes that much either.
Nix, how old are you?
I'm 4. I'm gonna be 5 next year.
It's not a lot of time to
I mean,
do historical studies on the bloke.
This is true.
It's true.
And plus, you were in the Redwood for a long time.
My whole life.
So, it's your first outing.
That's true too.
Maybe we'll meet them one day.
Maybe
We've
you'll
already met
meet. Maybe
Lycian.
you'll meet Honus.
I would hope to meet Honus.
I want to learn Honus's ways.
You should.
Is Honus a title or is it the name of the person?
It's his name. Well, he's
I've
not.
only
He's
ever
more
known
than a
him.
person. He's less than a person. He's everything you can be and want to be and could be in your life,
And everything you can't be.
and everything you can't be.
So he's just a walking
can't.
contradiction.
No, he's surpassing the contradiction. What don't you understand?
Imagine being a very, 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 very small thing in the world that's quite large.
Sure.
Have you ever noticed the way the ground crumbles?
No.
Right. But have you ever stopped and waited for the way the rain would fall?
I like the rain, so yes.
Did you see the
If it
way it
would-
pooled on the forest floor, for your nourishment,
I've never really...
but then later, for your philosophical.
Philosophical. Yes.
I could not think of that word.
Just play with me.
Philosophical idea of the way that things come together to make something new.
I can't say that I have because I really haven't spent that much time in the forest until I met you guys.
And then that same philosophical pond could maybe seep down and crush your very existence and those that you loved beneath.
Drown you.
But it could
While
also be...
also creating new life at the same time.
The
Honus,
same
That is
water
Honus.
that nourishes, the same that drowns.
Honus nourishes and...
No, Honus understands this.
Well, I would love to meet him one day.
Great
so that he could
perspective.
bore me to death.
You guys thought Uncle Chet or Fester and Mr. Cheddar were Mr. Cheddar.
His son.
Mr. Jet.
And Honus. The hedgehog.
Featuring Honus.
It was the weird mist.
Okay, so we found out about these magical items that could
Yes.
help
And
us.
we found out about Honus too.
And I'm pretty sure that either Sir Robin Diddle has the anointing
Well, he
oil.
didn't come to the...
didn't show up.
Yeah.
Oh no, he didn't.
Why? What was
When
his
this that
reason
you
for
gave
not
this to
coming?
him?
Do what?
Go
Why
ahead,
was he...
you River first. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
When was this that you traded?
Oh, maybe 2-3 years?
Oh, okay. So it's
Okay.
no correlation to him not being.
Yeah, did he?
That's
Excuse me.
a whole
did he-
other
did he
series of
say why?
misfortunes.
I was clearing my throat. I didn't hear a thing you said. Did he say why he couldn't come this year?
He did not say, but
No.
I do know.
What is it then?
Oh, another tragedy. Another tragedy for him.
What could that be?
Do you know nothing of Sir Robin Diddle?
Not a
I know
thing.
everything
I'm not
of Sir
from
Robin
here.
Diddle.
I know he plays mean on the frets.
He does indeed. Very,
I don't
very
have a hand
skilled.
to do that with, but
Sadly,
You want to hold up your skeleton figure?
many decades ago, he was part of a group. They played music. They were loved. Had a mob-like following, if I'm being 100% honest
What were
with
they
you.
called?
Many things that we don't utter now because I have great respect for him. He does not want that to be what is. He doesn't want to be known for that any longer. Okay, he has a solo career.
So I'm not thinking of a band name right now.
Endangered species.
I don't know it. It's endangered species.
His very famous band, Endangered Species.
But he is. He was a solo artist for as long as he's worked for the royal family. He is toured, came to his own fame, and was well regarded as a solo artist. But then, as people who achieve the very highest often do, he wanted more, and so
Don't they always?
he would bring a band around with him. He was doing his solo act, but oftentimes he'd have somebody come and accompany him. And it led to an adventure.
Oh shoot!
He got the taste for adventure. I think he missed being with a group.
He's out adventuring in this right now.
He was, yes.
He was adventuring.
Has he
is
passed?
he a strong adventurer?
Robin
Like
Diddle.
Bram?
Robin Diddle died at 52.
Robin Diddle to die?
I think he is still,
Does Robin Diddle is dead?
I believe, once again, through some miraculous event, he has skirted death's grip. I cannot say the same for those who accompanied him.
Oh my goodness gracious, Robin Diddle.
It's been adventuring group after adventuring group.
And he's the one that always lives.
Always.
And they're the ones that always die.
Yes.
That sounds a little bit suspicious, don't you
And
think?
he has an anointed poison or oil on him.
I don't know that he
Or
has
we
it on
don't.
him, but
Okay.
I know that he carries it. It's a curse.
He's cursed.
That's what he would call it.
Or is
Can he
doing
die?
this?
Oh no, he would. Oh, yeah, of course he can die.
Okay, he's not gonna want to.
He
I
would
don't think
never
that Robin
curse
Diddle-
anyone.
I don't think Robin Diddle would kill his adventuring party.
No, he adored
I've met him
them.
personally.
He's a lovely man.
So you think he's cursed, but he won't die, but everybody else around him will. Maybe the oil is the cause.
I don't know, but their love and admiration for him, they only ask one thing in their final days. That he write a song for them.
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't trust this man.
He's lovely.
Oh, well, I'm not very quick to trust anybody. But he sounds suspicious.
You know when certain people are famous?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people do things for them that they ought not. Like give their lives.
Yes, if Robin Diddle was so very famous, how come I've never heard of him?
That's what I'd like to know. How have you not heard of him?
It's not like I was living under a rock, like Mort, or in the forest, like Nix.
Mort was also in the forest.
Have you not
actually.
ever heard of Robin?
There
Robin
was
Diddle.
one album called Diddler on the Roof.
That was one, an earlier.
Yeah, I believe.
That was one of the earlier ones. Not well regarded.
Oh my god!
I don't know if that was a real album.
Sort of
but
an experiment.
that was the weird one.
Experimental.
That was experimental. That was the only one and that wasn't his mainstream stuff. So I got the really odd, off the wall stuff. I don't know.
It sounds just
Wasn't
right up your alley.
jiving with me.
I've just never have heard of him in my life.
Wait,
You also had never heard of Mercedes Rex.
Well, no.
Or Honus.
have you ever been outside?
Oh yeah. But I just, maybe I just don't pay attention to the pop culture of the land.
Oh, look, we've got a hipster.
I'm not a hipster. What's that even? I'm just
That's
saying
something
that.
I made up.
I mean, like I know Krajovsky.
Krajchovsky.
Krajchovsky.
That's so funny that that's his name in this universe.
Yeah, it is.
Krajchovsky.
Have you guys listened to Krajovsky? I know Atlas knows Krajovsky.
Oh, yes, of course I do.
He's brilliant. A brilliant bard for his time.
Very
Mercedes Rex Krajchovsky.
totally different than Sir Robin Diddle.
Well, I really like his work.
Sir Robin, what made him, what makes him so fantastic is his ability
Profound.
to tell a story. Capture a person's essence. To retell with such respect.
I think we've got a fan in front of us.
Bram, I know that you're a fan too.
I
How
do.
many
I
times
love,
have
I
we...
love Sir Robin Diddle.
Maybe one day.
Did Sir Robin do a song for you?
Well, he wrote a song for the Royals, not me particularly.
Not even
One
for your
day
breath?
he'll write a song for the Tellers.
Probably. And you know how much of an honor that would be?
You should find him.
We need to get that oil anyway. Find out where it went.
This is not the electro stuff, the weird stuff he was doing.
Diddler on the roof.
So
It was
that's a
not
weird
his
album.
best one.
It's not-
Yeah, electronica doesn't really sell these days.
It's a different time.
I mean, he knows how that sounds, right?
Diddler on the roof? Yeah.
Was that the point?
I don't think so. I think it
Could have
escaped.
been.
It went over
I think he
everyone.
was really self-aware about it.
Tongue
Is
in
the
cheek.
thing? Yeah.
So you
Too
know,
ironic.
I think he thought people would find it funny
Yeah,
and that it wasn't
It just
received that
Sometimes
way.
you overthink these things as a
Right,
creative, you know?
yes.
I know. I was in a band with
You were in a
that's
band.
right, you
Joe
were. Yeah, you were. I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was old Joe Scratch, yeah.
Also, Scratch. We played electro keyboards.
We've all played an instrument.
Yeah.
I believe we all
I had
played
two
an
hands and
instrument.
I played those keys.
What was that instrument that you played, Nix?
Oh my goodness! You
I
didn't play an
forgot.
instrument.
I forgot all of this.
Bear in the basement.
That might be the name of the band Nora's in.
Bear in the
They're in
basement.
the basement.
Oh my god, what did you play?
It's somewhere in here.
Yeah, we'll find it.
I can't think about that right now because I'm really focused on something else. So
Listen, so you know everything. Like, do you just know things? Or you have to learn about them?
I don't know. Just, because I learn. I study. I get information.
Right.
He has people.
People tell me things.
Which Titan would shoot multicolored rays from themselves?
Oh, that's a beholder.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So what would be around the beholder? Just any of those little guys that got trapped?
Probably. They don't usually like to go and put themselves out on display without some reinforcement. Distraction. That's one of their favorite.
Are they smart?
You got it?
Yeah, Leaf played the oboe, River played the violin, Nix plays the scalus, and Mort plays the plays in an electric goth band with old John Scratch before the head injury.
Before the head injury.
He played the electric keyboard.
Is it Joe or John? I don't know where we're gonna
I
go.
thought it was Joe Scratch, but
I
it
thought it
might be
was Joe
John.
too, but you
Or
wrote down
John.
John a couple
It
times.
was probably John then.
That's so funny.
There's two. There's twins.
John
Or there was before and after the
Yes.
accident,
Yes.
which you
No,
wanted to
John.
go through.
You lost an N.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah, it's just JOH.
Joe.
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 Old Joe Scratch.
I cannot believe he lost the ad.
Old Joe. Scratch. Old Joe.
I love you lost the end.
Old Joe.
Connection over there. Anybody?
Mine's fine.
Mine's pretty good. I don't
Because
know.
we don't have music today.
That's
we
just,
Old Joe?
You know, we're
Joe
gonna say
Scott.
Robert Diddle. So there's no music.
Robin Diddle, yeah.
Robin
I've almost called him Robert before as well.
Robin Diddle.
So, Robert Diddle.
Bob Diddle.
Bob Diddle and
Bob Dildo? That's a different guy.
That's a different guy in a
different
different
guy.
scene, I think.
Yeah,
That's a different
it's
scene.
different game.
Okay. So, is there any other information that we can maybe find?
So Robin,
No, I'm not worried about Sir Robin.
I am.
Well, that's not the biggest issue right now. There are Titans.
All right.
We want
Fair
this
enough.
sun armor.
Is this affecting this is just affecting Kavaria as its own continent, and then there's another continent
Yeah.
across the way.
Yeah,
Is this just affecting Kavaria?
Kadayan. Is that how you pronounce it? Kadayan?
Kadayan.
Kadayan?
Is it affecting Kadayan too, or is it affecting just Kavaria?
I don't know.
Well, aren't the blokes over there?
Some of them might be.
Couldn't you ask them?
I could,
Could you do that?
if I'd like to. Yes.
Send over.
They
to
would
them.
have told me. I would think if
Yeah,
there
I
was
feel-
Titans bursting through.
So this is just a Kavaria thing.
So you haven't heard
Appears
from
to
anybody
be.
else, just about the beholder, and that's it.
What is taking place in Kavaria that would make this happen only in Kavaria?
Maybe they want the oil.
There were. I don't know if they were doing the
Oh my!
blood sacrifices.
Oh my
I don't know if
god!
they were doing blood sacrifices over there to feed everybody.
Oh, and Kadayan. Yeah, they probably weren't doing the same things. that were happening.
We saw a couple altars, a couple stone giants, and golems.
I'm gonna say,
Sometimes
like,
I like to ask questions to see if you come to the answers.
so,
You have
on
the
your
answer
own.
already.
Yeah, but my thing is because
Yes, it's only in Kavaria.
It's only in Kavaria, and what
Because
is-
that's where these rituals are taking place.
this is where Savina is.
So it all has
And
to
her
do.
daughter.
It all goes down to Zavina and Charlotte. Charlene.
Charlene.
Hera.
That's what she goes by now, isn't it?
Can you tell us more about her? Any
what do you know
specifics
about
we don't
her?
have?
Terrible creature.
Creature.
That's what she is now.
What does she look like?
Oh.
Well, she was brought back from the dead.
Depends, I guess, on when you see her.
Do you think perhaps they're
What is
taking
this?
over Kavaria first, and then they're going to move on to do the whole world?
Oh, I bet they would.
So we've got to stop them before
so
they
you
get bigger.
you said depends on when you see her.
Depends on when you see her and when
Oh, when the moon is fullest
and
in the
what
sky.
she wants you to see.
Ooh, can you explain a little more?
She isn't.
She isn't.
She isn't.
So
I just don't know where else to go there.
Yeah, I mean,
I know
there's
you
so
guys-
many things she could be like
And then I
changing
crossed it
into.
out.
That's not. Or
She
a changeling.
is a. Have you heard of the glutton?
Yes, we killed it.
We killed it.
I'm gonna hold the tooth.
That's kind of trauma for him, so
Trauma.
be careful.
I'm sorry.
He killed
Trigger trauma warnings, please.
Trigger
I
warning.
knew about that. I shouldn't.
It's okay.
Do you know about all of us?
Like a lifetime in there.
I know what you've been up to. Yes. I kept
What's
my
my
eyes
middle
on this
name?
one. I don't know.
Okay.
But you knew about,
I don't know all of your most intimate details.
but you knew about the glutton before we were traveling together. Did you?
Yes.
So you knew about more then?
Did you know
I
who
did
was
not
feeding
know.
it? And
I did not know
Okay.
of what your father was doing there. I only heard later from the witch.
Do you know all 5 of the witches?
I do.
Is there a way that you can talk to them? Because the one, what's her name?
Zarya?
Yeah, she
Zarya.
wanted to get a council, a summit with her sisters.
Yeah.
And we've only talked to Odessa and her.
Oh.
Do we have the names of the 5 sisters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want
As long
to?
as we do.
I don't. They want to all get together in one.
They won't want
Place.
they will. We'll make
Well,
That's dangerous.
it
for them.
seems like we are at maybe the end times if things don't go right. So I think they need to discuss.
Yeah, I think it
things.
needs to maybe happen. Or
Right.
it's,
Okay. I suppose.
And I think they had something to do with bringing people back to life.
Odessa, Martin, Rosina, Abina,
And Zarya.
and Zarya.
So, Martin.
I mean, if you can help us out with that, that's like one thing we can cross off the list because we can't possibly,
Do all of these
find
things.
every single witch and then talk to them.
I will speak with Abina.
Thank you.
Do you know where maybe your friend is?
Which one?
Toby.
Toby.
Toblerone.
Yes. He went sort of dark from my vision. I don't know where he is currently, but I know he was with that group from Giffins.
The anal sex group.
They have to have a different
Anil Seshis.
Anil Seshis.
Anal sex.
We've been calling him anal sex this whole time.
This
No,
whole time we've been
that's
calling
not-
him anal sex.
Not correct.
No.
And that was
Neil
completely
Chess-
never on my life because. Well, anyway.
Right.
Anal sessions.
It's
Anil-
A.
Nel
Seshes.
Neil
Neil.
Neil
Sesh.
Sesh.
Okay. Well, I'll,
You know,
I'll
I
try
do
to.
tomato, I guess, where depending on where you're from.
So he's with that then.
With that group, last I heard.
Not a good.
And where do they linger?
The Giffins group, last I was able to. I can't just see things. I have to push through, and sometimes I try, and it is rejected, and I'm unable to keep my eye upon them. Last I was asked, it was not to look upon your friend, but it was someone who was in the same vicinity.
Who?
I don't know that I should tell you that just yet.
We are the
Please.
greatest.
I know. I just don't want you to run headfirst into something that you're not prepared for.
Listen, I'm the last person to run headfirst into anything.
River goes ass first, if anything.
Turn him.
Is this your fanfiction again?
I don't have one of those.
I was asked to look upon someone that I know you have all dealt with.
Violet.
Yes.
Big
And where's
W.
he at? With Toby.
That's W.
Toby was with Wylith, some sort of mousy-looking girl, and
Clementine.
Anil.
A Neil Sesh.
Right.
Okay. And what did he say?
Who asked you to look
They-
upon Wylith?
Your father?
And he knew about
How
Wylith.
does he know about Violet?
He had heard word. Someone from Bannockburn had asked him.
Oh, that's right. My father.
How did he know about him?
Our dads
You
are
literally
already
asked him to send word.
That is so true. So true. I forgot. What was he saying? What was he doing then?
He was extracting something from him.
From Toby?
His blood.
So he was the mortal. Or
He was
It
the
was the duel.
All I saw was that
Toby's a
Wylith
half-blood
collected
prince.
Toby's the half-blood prince.
collected the blood.
The blade.
And that's where he tends to be right now. Then. Well, then of course I'm not.
In Giffins. Is that where they are?
In the underbelly, yes.
Okay.
Well, should we go there first?
No.
No, he just said that he didn't want us to run head
Oh
first.
yeah, you said that, didn't
I don't
you?
want to go anywhere near Wild if I'm going to be completely honest with
There is a meeting of sorts amongst those people as well. Some people who are very powerful. I suppose I should just be forthright.
Yeah.
Your father. I'm sorry.
Vampire.
There are several of
Those.
those
Those
involved.
kind.
And you do not want us to rush right in.
If that would be entirely up to you, but I would not advise while their numbers are so many. always best to pick apart rather than take in one big bite.
Although if you take a big grenade type thing and they're all together, you can kind of take a lot of them out at once.
What is a grenade?
That's something I made up.
Do you have something?
Sounds
That,
powerful.
do you have something that can keep magical, highly sought after items safe?
There are things that exist, yes.
Do you have something here?
I do.
Okay. Everyone's gonna reach into the bag of hoarding and pull out the domes.
Oh my.
Yeah, we got those too.
I'm tired of being chased for those, so
These.
I think one of them
Oh.
at least is the correct one. One might be a forgery. I don't know.
This one for sure is correct. Pulls the other one out. No. This is a forgery. Seen a few of these. Of Silas's.
That's real.
That's real.
That's the only one that's real?
That's the only one. You only had two.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we had 3.
What was the other one so far?
It was supposed to be
Petrichor one?
Yeah, the Petrichor one that we fought them over, and I grabbed it so that they wouldn't get it. But it was just there was the fake one.
Yeah.
That's part of the plan. That forgery was part of the plan. So. But
So they were able to do what they did without this tome.
Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had it the whole time.
Well, maybe they couldn't they create a whole new god with all of them?
Something like it, yes. Did the person who needed this know the text from this particular tome?
I don't know. Wildeth had it for a minute, and then I
believe you
took
had
it back off of him.
scholars.
Troubling.
Is Savina involved in all that? Savina Praybeck.
Yes.
And so she is still alive, obviously.
Savina is... Oh, how do I put this? As much involved as someone who is tethered to a great power.
Come me.
Whether that is her choice or not.
I see.
So she doesn't even want to be involved anymore.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Will she be
It's her
at
daughter,
this
then.
meeting?
It's what?
It's her daughter then.
It is the great power that once was her daughter.
Okay.
Is Hera a young god in process?
That's the idea, I think. But she is a monstrosity.
How old is she?
28?
That's like your age.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know how we're going to deal with her.
That's got to come much later, I think.
I think she's the big bad.
I think we might have to, I think we might have to level up a few times before we can do that one.
Do you remember
They're creating their own god. You know, that's...
the thing that you fought? The glutton? Imagine that. Quadruple. Maybe bigger.
Did you throw up?
Yeah, maybe. At least a little GERD.
I think what we have to deal with right now is, well, maybe,
What
do you
we
think
have
that
to do
they'll
is
keep
we have
Toby
to.
alive?
Yes.
Well, Toby is still alive. And we know that he's alive after they did the ritual.
So they're probably
So,
still holding him somewhere.
If they were going to kill him, they would have already.
Or they would have
Do you
drained him
think
Or he could be
completely.
drained out and dying as we speak.
Did he sound like he was dying?
He did, but he was so not specific about things, too. Just...
If we found him, I could do a sting operation, and I could go in there invisible, and I could get him, and we could leave. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what we did when we were at the Goblin camp.
But should we go to check out the situation and what is it?
Bayford.
Bayford.
We should, yeah. I mean, but we have to do the summit first. That's the
Bayford.
most important
So
thing.
there's the summit. There's the Givens team of bad news.
The Giffins to move that.
Giffins.
There's the Titans,
And there's Titan and
and
Bayford.
there's the
Witches we gotta get together.
witches, and then there's Hera,
And then there's the oil.
and then there's the
Sir
oil.
Robin Diddle.
So Robin
It
Diddle.
all comes back to mystery.
Oh yeah, we have to find him. That's really.
We have to find the God's chosen rewards here.
I would try to collect those.
That's what you would do first.
I'd maybe try to take some things out on the way there, but I would collect those before I would
the oil, though, it's only
at least
a
for
one-time use.
the final battle. I don't know.
I think maybe for one person can use it at a time. You can't give it to a bunch of
I've
people.
never used it. It was a part of my collection.
And nobody's worried about Toby at all.
Well, yeah,
Of course we're worried about
It
Toby.
didn't sound good on the telly.
I just don't want him to
Really?
On the sender.
on the telly.
Well, we could try to get him back, but we need to do that now, probably.
Oh, I just don't know about going in there unless we do it in a very stealthy way.
Where's the Gibbons group at again?
In the underbelly? Is what?
Underneath the Giffins University.
Vast.
Where's
That's
that?
what Vast just said.
Where's Gibbons University?
It's in the west.
In the west.
This is the song I decided to play.
Where's Gibbons?
Where's Gibbons?
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Can you, if I asked you if you could see somebody,
Mhm.
would you be able to look upon them even if you didn't know who they were?
Well, it would help if I had some sort of piece
Ooh,
of them.
ooh! I have a. Hold on.
Because I want.
I'm gonna pull out the wand you gave me and give it to you.
The wand from Toby.
Toby gave me. A
Oh,
wand.
I was going to ask about
Oh,
about
Toby.
Aylis and
I
Needle.
just fully assumed it was Toby.
Well, we already saw Toby.
Yeah, we
Well,
know
we
that-
could see if he's still alive. Like, see.
This is true.
This is true. Can you do it more than once or just once?
This time of day, I've expended some of my things because I'm always seeking knowledge. But I could do it once for today.
What did we find out about Aylis and Needle last time?
The last person I think to see them was Toby, and that was a while ago.
Is that when they were
Running away from
running
something,
like
so
the
I want to know that
library
they're
looking for
okay.
books and-
Yeah,
Yeah, we can look
and
for
Toby
them.
talked to them briefly.
We can look for them.
Okay.
If you have a piece of something that belonged to them, it greatly helps my chances.
I think I did have something. Didn't I have something to give Toby? I feel like I had something of Needles, but I wasn't sure.
Was it the Sending Stone? No.
Oh yeah, the dagger. This is Needles, and she should be with my friend Aylis.
Okay.
They should be together. So a dark, tall, dark, and handsome elf, and
My favorite kind.
a right, and a scrawny little tiefling girl.
All right, I will try my damnedest.
Thank you.
So this is specifically on Needle.
That would be her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fill up Needle. It's all right. God, paper right here. Okay. Okay. I see something. Shh. Oh, clever. She, I see her, but I don't see the other one. She does appear to be, working on something. Yes. Looks like she might get it. She's in a, well, looks like some sort of cell. But she's moving that rock quite a bit. Looks like she's been chiseling at it for some time. and he watches her. He can look at her for about 10 minutes, kind of explaining that it looks like she's chiseling something about. Doesn't look like she's going to get out in the 10 minutes that you guys are talking,
Right.
but that she is looking for some sort of an escape from this room that she's in. Her alone, no one else that I could see.
Okay.
At least not in that cell.
I was going to say they might be in different cells.
Yeah.
They could be. I can only see in about 10 feet.
It's okay. Okay. I could have Dad send to Alice in a couple of days when we see him next. They always had a really close connection.
Yes.
See if he's okay, but at least she's alive. Thank you.
You're welcome. Should we have a party tonight? Did you want Bram
Party?
we could listen to the albums and maybe do a dance party or
The Robin Diddle albums.
yes.
I mean, what else have we got going on?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we
It's a
could.
magical disc thing that I have that projects the audible meters and it's like as if he's here.
It's called a CD.
Can I send that recording to Toby? Can I?
Comfort him in
you know,
his
you just
final
like-
moments.
I suppose.
It's just been so long since we've had a party. We used to have parties all the time.
Can you do fireworks? Is the real question.
Of course I can.
Dumbledore. Not
Can I?
Dumbledore. Who am I talking about? Gandalf.
Who's Gandalf?
That's just a guy I made up in one of my stories.
Nice.
You should invite your sister. Maybe you can get on her good side again.
But if we're having a party at Atlavas Tower, then Belly should be here.
She should be.
Okay. So
Should I call for her?
Sure.
So we're gonna have a party.
We order a pizza.
Yes, we can. Because
Bavarian
I know
style.
what pizza is. Because I know a lot of things.
Al dente made it.
Al dente invented pizza, I believe.
I love al dente.
You know
We
him?
do too.
Oh,
Lovely fellow.
wonderful. Used to also be an adventurer.
My father would love you.
Well, introduce us.
I shall.
Is he single?
No. Sorry, I'm
Shame.
the last.
I'm
Straight.
I'm not interested in those sort of things anymore. Just knowledge.
Oh.
What about the old elf ladies?
Fucking lore drop.
He's a
Yeah, what about the elf
lovely.
ladies you talked about? You said you're interested in.
An elf lady.
You said
I don't think that Atlavas has ever said anything about an elf lady.
Oh, he said he was interested in tall, dark, handsome
elf.
men.
That,
was it?
the A-list one that you were speaking of.
I was interested in him too.
I get you.
We have since moved on.
Halifax has always been like that, even in the last campaign.
Gay.
Like that.
Like that way.
That way.
One of those.
It's part of the reason why me and Atlavas got along so well.
I was the
Bear
first
has no
one he
idea.
told.
Well, you're the only one I told,
Really?
really.
Belly knows.
Well, she knows because she's smart. I didn't tell her. She just figured it out.
And the door opens. Now you guys can hear it as it does. And
Bing
this-
bong, bing bong.
I love Bing Bong Bing Bong.
as Belly comes, Amabel comes trucking in and just kind of like bumps into you, Bram, and
It shoulders me as she walks past.
yeah. Where's the party?
But it's hopefully starting here pretty soon, right?
Are we playing Diddler on the Roof tonight?
Maybe if things get real
It'll be my
crazy.
christening.
It's so weird.
Yeah, we should listen to Diddler on the Roof.
We should hear it.
There's that one track that's just 7 different recordings of him, like in different octaves, like oh. Yeah,
That was
Has
my
anybody got any
favorite.
drugs? I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
We have, well, we do have wine.
Rivers recovering.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
That's literally why they joke about it. I'm imagining that joke. I was an addict once. Come on.
I do have the wonderful, wonderful barrels that are quite aged.
See? So let's have a party then.
Okay.
Let's have
Just
a
us.
party. And River's
Vino
gonna snap,
Veritas.
snap their fingers, and it's gonna be like lights, different color lights.
Dancing
all over.
lights.
We're at a
Yeah.
disco.
Yeah, and you guys are listening to Diddler on the Roof.
We're listening to Diddler on the Roof.
We ordered
Pizza
the
pie has now been delivered. You guys are sitting around.
Monkish
And
chance. Yeah.
Despite herself, soon enough, Amabel is laughing alongside you as you guys enjoy this evening, and that's where we're going to close the session.
That's
It's a
so much
genius album.
information.
Mort turns to
It's
he
really-
loves it now.
It's really like
Genius
it's
album.
saying it's saying something.
When you re-listen
Are you
to
sure?
It's like the Beatles' White Album, you know? Like,
Yeah,
you
you
hear
get it.
the
Now I get it.
songs.
Yeah. That's just.
I didn't get it until I endured the gluttons.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
27 songs,
Yeah.
and far too many.
Half of them
But
are instrumentals.
yeah, and
Some
then
are
some
just
of
like
them,
grunts.
some of them are spoken word, and
Oh
then
my god.
uh-huh.
It is-
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, friends, family.
Thanks for sticking
love
with
us.
us.
See you next week.
Saturday.
See you next Saturday, I think.
Hey.
Yeah.
we're trying to just.
Saturday.
Saturdays.
All right.
Yeah.
See you
I
next
gotta
time.
check my work schedule.
All right,
Bye.
bye friends.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.